Yep, good idea.
Don't worry, I'll put the reactions on your announcement real quick.
Thank you.
Alright, we are live. Good. This up
We're being goofy.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna have the Twitch chat on my
Oh, that's a good idea.
phone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have my phone out to occasionally
Look at the Twitch.
Twitch and VC.
That's
chat.
fair, that's fair.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes though.
98%
Did you take
better.
away my mod perms?
Did I?
No. I had them on the last stream.
Oh, I can't mod abuse.
I am going to be doing 3 different jobs for this.
Sorry, Cameron.
That's
Just
can-
know
I mean,
I really
I'll have an eye on
appreciate you taking on the heavy brunt of the load. Well, we get to look stylish in front of the camera.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out! Can we get a W Cameron in the chat?
Oh, we have Jackson in here already.
Can we get a
W Cameron.
W
in the
Cameron
chat.
in the chat?
Trying to.
There's only 5 of us.
Thank you, Aggie-SAMA for the W Cam.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock. Y'all want to go ahead and get started?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we are good to go ahead and start. People will probably
Start
trickle
coming
in.
as it comes along.
Indeed. So yeah, well,
All right. Y'all ready to get the show on the road?
All good.
start us off, my friend.
Howdy, my name is John Michael Fuentes, and I am your anime officer as well as electronic systems engineering technology major from Murphy, Texas. And I think you all know where I'm about to go with this. But most important, I'm going to be your main host of tonight's attraction.
Indeed. My name is. It's hard to follow a performance like that, but my name is Bowen. As I'm sure you know, I'm your general officer, and I will be a co-host. We are here to applaud these animes, whether we think they deserved that award or not. It is the people's choice, and that's what matters the most. And I'm here with the other co-host, Mark.
I'm Mark, former officer, remarkable in Discord.
Simple man. We like that, all right?
Alright. So, time to kick off the 6th-ish edition of this, I think?
Sixth
Sixth.
annual.
It's the
Aggie-SAMA.
6th annual Aggie-SAMA Anime Awards.
Indeed.
Award category number 1. Character award. What? How am I supposed to say this?
You're saying it.
I know I'm saying it in a top 10 manner, but
You're doing like the.
number 1, character awards.
There you go.
That's better.
That's
Okay,
better.
I gotta go more game awards on this. Okay.
Yeah, bring out your Jeff Keighley.
Okay. Anyways, let's go on to our first character award. Best protagonist. Well.
Yeah, so we got Dingy from Chainsaw Man, specifically the movie with the Rize arc. We have Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries Season 2. We have, I forgot how you Midoriya as Izuku, or Deku from My Hero Academia, the final season. And we also have Natsuki Subaru from ReZero starting life again in Another World, Season 3. So that's a pretty strong lineup, don't you think?
I think it's a good lineup. I honestly don't remember which one I voted for on this one.
I don't either.
I'm gonna guess I probably did Mama. Denji, I have some moral issues with these characters, just a little bit. So I don't think I did that with this one. But Mama's really good. Deku's really good. I definitely didn't do Subaru for this one. But Mao season 2 for Apothecary Diaries. She's
Kino.
super fun.
Kino. Yeah, plain and simple. I think I voted for Deku, but that's just because like I glazed My Hero. I'll be honest. I'll just be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna set the record straight right here. Although I did tell all of y'all to vote, I didn't vote myself. I know, blasphemy,
Lame.
whatever you call it. But there's a part of me that says if I'm running this thing, it would kind of be wrong for me to vote.
Yeah, it's a conflict of
Yeah,
interest.
it's a conflict of interest. So, I guess I can at least tell you what I probably would have voted for. In this case, I would have gone with Subaru. He's just my goat. I really loved his entire spill and how he just took command during the counter-attack arc in Season 3.
Yeah.
It also doesn't hope I haven't seen APOC or I haven't catched up with My Hero Academia.
Hey, you go off your sample size. That's just that's how it works. So, my pick's Deku, but we'll see.
All right.
Specific thing you want to mention about guessing?
So, we have a little guessing game going on. If you
Alright.
saw my little at everyone when I told everyone this stream was live, if you correctly guess during a little time frame, which would be the time when we started talking to about 15 seconds from now when we reveal the results, you might win one singular house point. Hey guys, every house point matters. Let's be honest. Especially in houses that really matter.
It was like a 10-point gap last semester, so it could make a difference.
It could.
Make a difference. So,
Without further ado, let's show our... Oh, yeah. One last thing. Do not double up your responses. You can't say, I think Mama's going to win, and then go back and say, I think Deku's going to win. We're only going to take that first one, and if you try, pushing your luck, we might just take away a house point from you.
ooh.
Anyways, without further ado, let's get down to the results.
All right. It's dingy.
It's dingy.
Not mad at that. Not mad at that.
Oh, I could definitely see it.
That I understand. I don't agree with it, but I understand where people are coming from.
Perfectly fair.
Yeah.
He's up there in the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. Let's see the result. I want to see the voting on that. So let's see the rank choice on this. Wow. Yeah, it went down to round 3, and it was only 6 vote different. But they were Dingy and Mama were neck and neck in round. That's insane. So it was a close race.
Yeah.
Momo's up there. I'm happy.
I
Yeah.
think it's much deserved.
I agree. Yeah, no, for sure.
Because although you could definitely have objections to Dingy's moral followings, it is also kind of quite crucial to the plot of Chainsaw Man as a whole.
Yeah, I agree. So I think that's a great result. What do we think in
our VC chat or
Yeah,
our
I'm
Twitch
looking.
chat?
Yeah, Chainsaw Man is popular though. I agree. It's definitely part of the reason why you're gonna see that result happen. But I don't think
It's a
anything
really,
else.
really good movie.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I'm just being salty that Deku got out in round 1. That's all.
Well, it ain't over yet. We still
It
got
ain't
some more
over yet, that is
categories to go
true.
through.
Deku's not the best.
Speaking of
character.
which, best antagonist. All right, we have Rize from that movie that we just talked about.
Yeah.
Shigaraki Tomaru from My Hero Academia, the final season. Akazawa from Demon Slayer the movie, Infinity Castle Part 1. Oh wait, that's not how it's on the slide.
It's whatever.
Oh yeah. And Makima from Chainsaw Man the movie, Rize arc.
I think it's a coin flip on which I'm going Makima, but I think it's a coin flip between Makima and Rize, realistically.
I hate to hate Rize, so I definitely didn't put her on the best antagonist. Makima, I kind of despise. Which is a good
That's a
antagonist.
good thing.
Yes.
If you make me hate the character,
Hey,
oh,
remember, just because they're an antagonist doesn't mean they're a villain. Not that any of these characters. There's maybe one character on there that applies to. The rest are definitely villains. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
I think I'm personally going Rize on this one. Of all the parts of the movie that I watched, which was all of it, I feel like her parts were the best. You know, how she folded off of Dingy, how she... Spoilers if you haven't seen the movie.
Yeah,
I mean, this probably should have been implied the moment you were watching this awards.
you don't have to go into spoilers yet. This is,
Okay,
I'm looking
I
at.
could actually avoid it.
Before we reveal the result, I'm looking at VC chat. It's only Rize. All right, let's
Yeah,
see.
let's just line it up.
Let's let it rip.
What is the voting for?
Yeah, close the voting, but I just want to see it. Dang, that is probably the biggest upset so far tonight. Not a single person voted for Makimo in VC chat. Oh wow. Let's see.
Let's see what the survey says.
Let's see what the survey says. I'm curious. It's gonna be like same thing. Yeah, same thing.
Neck and neck with a
Neck
difference
and neck,
of 2 votes.
and even smaller. Like
Yeah.
I don't even remember her being in that movie.
That's fair.
Very fair point. But clearly she was in the movie enough to warrant a 2+ win over Reze in the final round.
Yeah.
So, hey.
What
Fujimoto must be doing something right. Clearly. I mean,
Clearly.
if you get 2 people on there,
Yeah,
you're
you did
doing
have
a good
2 people
job,
on there.
right? So,
Can
yeah, I
effectively
think,
write an antagonist. Let's go on to our next, I don't say category, it's more like award. Best Boy!
you can take this
You can
one.
take this one.
Yeah.
Well, you got Jinshi from Apothecary Diaries. You got Okarun from Dan Dan Season 2. You've got Natsuha Saku, we're going to say that was his name, from Fragrant Flower. And then you got Hanako from Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Season 2.
I'm gonna be honest, I do not have a single dog in this fight. I don't.
I'm going to be honest, I got all of the dogs.
I guess I'm gonna go Jinshi. I guess I don't know.
Out of Fragrant Flower, my favorite 2 characters are not the main 2 characters, and one of them's up there. So that helps his case. Okarun, though, is just one of the most likable characters of all of anime.
I agree. Hard agree on that. I feel like you make the same argument for Jinshi though, but Jinshi's likable in a very pathetic way though, but in like a pathetic way.
They are on very different levels.
But that's fair. I was just I was playing devil's advocate. Okay,
I'm going Okarun on this one. But if Saku made it, I'd be happy.
Yeah, I'd be cool with that.
So,
don't think I have an
saying
issue
as
with any
someone
of
who has only watched the first couple of episodes of all of these except for Fragrant Flower, which I saw the entire first season, which I guess now I realize in grand leveling schemes doesn't really equate to much.
And where did you watch Flagrant Flower? Just to throw you a nice.
Ooh, we watched Fragrant Flower at the anime meeting. It was our anime meeting anime choice by myself for the first half of this semester. So we just finished watching and we moved on to 2 different animes, Code Geass and Initial D.
So
both pretty peak anime.
So what I'm hearing is it's a great opportunity to watch other animes.
Exactly.
All right.
Ones that you might not have otherwise given a chance to.
There you go. With that being said, I think we're ready.
So for
Everybody's
my
got their
pick, I'm going Zaku. I just liked it.
I'm going Jinshi.
I would not.
I don't have an issue with any of these characters.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Yeah.
So tragic.
Take 2 for 3 so far. Don't hate it, but
I do hate it.
What's
I wouldn't hate Mao Mao getting Best Girl, but absolutely over Okarun, not even close.
Nice. A big win for the people in VC chat. A lot of Jinshis from what I'm seeing. It was like down the middle. But for those 2 people out there, congratulations.
Yeah.
2. Hey, Mm-hmm. Wow. +1. That's
Some crazy work.
that is close.
This just goes to show every vote counts, guys.
Oh, poor Saku, man.
Just getting
Ouch.
annihilated.
I blame Gary.
Yeah, that doesn't get closer than that. And we're on to your cat. I think we know who your pick is.
Yeah.
It's very easy. Mao Mao is the obvious pick for this one, but if you'd like to go over the characters.
Yeah, so well, obviously we got Futaba Rio from Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus. We have Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries Season 2. We have Anya Forger from Spy X Family Season 3. And we have Marin Kitagawa, or whatever you're going to say, from My Dress Up Darling Season 2. I don't even know. I'm just going to go I'm going to go Marin. Very popular show. Likeable character. kind of a layup. Like I don't have an issue with any of these characters winning, same as last before. But maybe it's just recency bias because I just finished watching season 2. I'm going Marin.
No, I'm going Mama. She lost protagonist, so she best win this one, or I'll riot. Anya's cool. The other two, they're there for me. That's just about it. But if Mama doesn't sweep, I will be shocked.
All right, my thoughts on this. Coming from the fact I haven't watched my Dress Up Darling, I'm going to get around to it. My roommate's been in a romance anime binge lately. Currently watching From Me to You.
Yeah.
I've liked it so far.
Yeah.
Putting off watching Spy Family because I wanted to watch it with my sister, and then she going back around and saying, I don't like this. I don't want to watch it. I know.
Just a hater.
Just a hater.
Just a hater.
And like I said, I've only watched a few episodes of Apothecary, but I have watched all of season 1 of Rascal. I have watched 2 of the 3 currently out movies. And although I haven't made it to Santa Claus, I gotta give this one out for my homeboy Tyler. Tyler Lennox, I'm going just for you, Futaba.
Very, very personal pick there.
Very personal pick.
Like I said before, I think all these characters, you can make an argument for them winning it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mao Mao probably is like my favorite out of them, like personal, but I think Marin has the edge. But that's because I watched it more recently.
All right, and let's now see our results.
Rio! What's going through your mind right now, Mark?
Yeah?
I'm disappointed in you all.
Oh, you're about to figure out why she won in just a second here.
Yeah, it's got to, I think...
So I guess it's now a good time to explain how all these winners were chosen. So over the past couple of results slides, you've seen a bar graph and Google sheet cell, whatever you call it, with calculations. So I was doing ranked choice voting, and actually properly for the first time, instead of just choosing whoever had the most votes in first place and calling them the winner.
Wow.
As you can see, every vote counts.
Marin made it that far?
I knew I was on to something. I knew I was on to something. I knew. Hey, I'll take a podium finish.
You can't put all your eggs in one basket. Sometimes it might not end well.
Yeah.
As this was probably the case for Mau Mau.
I'll say the past 2 examples have been great reasoning to why every vote does matter.
Yeah.
Because we had the 1 point difference, and now you see the ranked choice coming in.
So there were 28 of y'all who voted on this form, which means the threshold for over 50% to outright win it, you needed 15 votes. As none of them got to it, we had to go to our second round of voting after we eliminated the lowest round, which was Anya in this case. Then it was Mau Mau who got the least amount of votes in round 2. Probably because everyone voted for her in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't too much of the people who voted for her to outright win in round 1. Unfortunately, as a casualty of that, she lost in round 2. Then Futaba and Marin tied in round 3. And then putting all your eggs in the last basket might cause the one that you want to win the least to win. Then that's probably how Futaba won.
I mean, I don't hate it. I truly don't hate it. I think Futaba's a great character. I watched half of Santa Claus and I fell asleep. I was really late at night. It was like 1 a.m. when I was watching it and I fell asleep. But of that half I saw, I don't hate it. Do not hate it. Very deserving. I'm sure Mark has dissenting words to otherwise.
Disappointed, that's what it is.
There you go. All right. I think we're good.
Yeah.
To go on to, I believe the next one is ship.
Best
Bang.
couple / ship. So we have Mau Mau x Genji from the Apothecary Diaries, Season 2. Suzumuge Rintaro x Wagari Kokoro from the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Takakara Ken / Okru x Anase Momo from Dandadan Season 2. And Kitagawa Marin x Gojo Wakana.
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 There's no I.
Guys,
It's reading's hard.
I might as well.
Reading's difficult.
Might as well
Reading's
put now
difficult.
from my Dress Up Darling season 2.
There you go.
From what I know about all these couples, I'm gonna be honest. I can see any of these guys winning, like outright. I feel like these are all incredibly good ships.
I'm going Rintaro and Karuko because that like I think it was just at an anime meeting. It's probably the one people have watched the most, or at least like it's on the back of the mind of most of the members of Aggie-SAMA. It's good too, and it's supported by the fact it's a good ship. It's a good relationship. It's very entertaining to watch. For that reason, I will be going with them.
I think they got a good chance of winning. I think if anyone watched Don season 2, that's their pick.
Yeah.
Because it's just so heckin' fun to watch.
It is a fun show. It is a very fun show. I agree.
With season 2, they have so many moments that are just like
they
just make
it's feel good. It's feel good. You know, it's very like compared to some of the other ones on here. It's a bit more wholesome, in my like to an extent. To an extent, I would argue I think it's the most wholesome out of them, in my opinion. It's either that or Marin and Gojo.
So guys, I got a stunning confession to make. I really don't watch that much romance anime.
crazy.
Yes, I don't.
2 of these aren't.
I know 2 of these aren't romance. One's more of a shonen, and the other's
I'm LARPing.
just a drama. I mean, Dandadan's a battle shonen, and I have my reasons for why I haven't finished Dandadan season 1. But from what I really love the relationship between Rintaro and Kokoro. I think that's really carried forward with me. That and Rintaro's development throughout the entire thing. Really need to read for that manga. So for that reason, I'm going with Rintaro and Kokoro.
Yeah. I think we're in the same basket here.
Yeah.
So let's. I think we're ready to see it.
Makes sense. I call it recency bias. Y'all need to
No,
watch
I
season
agree.
2.
I agree. I think it's a recency thing as well, but that's kind of the things you have to factor in when you're predicting the guess, and that's the result you get. So once again, don't disagree with it at all. I think it's perfectly fine. I don't think there's gonna be anything egregious on my behalf, at least. I know you're disappointed.
I'm a little sad.
Yeah.
I think y'all need to watch season 2 of Dandadan.
I agree
Not
with
enough
this.
people were talking about it in the server. I'm so sad.
Yeah. 1 point again. These are like all these are really going down to the wire. This is like.
I mean, I'm not upset. I mean, these are all pretty good romances from what I've heard. Everyone's been talking about.
And once again, the Apothecary Diaries falls victim to the right choice.
To think, just 2 short years ago, we were on a Mau Mau sweep.
That is true.
My, how the tables have turned.
Yeah, no. I think. Yeah. So next, we're on to section 2, or the genre awards. So this will break down, as I'm sure you know, into those common anime genres, and we'll get to see how y'all voted on those. I think there's a lot of good animes in each of the categories. I think this is going to be a very tightly contested section of the show, but probably not going to beat the first one. That's insane. I don't.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Best action. So we got 2 entries from My Hero Academia, obviously final season, as well as Vigilantes. We're going to have the 2nd season of Solo Leveling, Arise from the Shadows, and To Be a Hero X. I think I know what your pick is, so I'll leave it for you.
So, very simply, To Be Hero X is the best thing that came out from last year, just hands down. The animation and action in that show is amazing. I have seen all 4 of these. Technically, Vigilantes I watched bits of. I read the manga, and so I just watched it whenever it was on. But Vigilantes sweeps My Hero in animation for all of their action scenes.
I agree.
So, final season, it had a couple good scenes. The animation quality is just so much less than Vigilantes for everything else.
It has high highs but low lows.
Yeah.
Is a great way to describe it. I think.
Vigilantes, if it's between those 2, Vigilantes is up. Solo Leveling was amazing. I loved watching that. I know some people have some grievances that Won Anime
not.
of the Year last year. I had no problems with that. It wasn't my Anime of the Year, but I think it was everything it wanted to be and more. But To Be Heroes X sweeps.
I'm picking To Be Hero X too. I have watched about half of it and then I dropped it for other reasons. Not because it was bad, it was really enjoyable. Out of the ones on here, I think my personal favorite is Vigilantes. That's because I love superhero media in general, and it's my personal favorite outside of Marvel and DC in terms of street level sort of heroes. Super good. It's just it's hard to beat to Be Hero X in my opinion. I'm hoping it pulls through, but that's gonna take a miracle. I'll fully admit that.
All right, from the trailer bits and pieces I've seen of To Be a Hero X, as long as a former president's glazing of it, I'd have to say, I think I'm going To Be a Hero X on this one.
Yeah.
To Be Hero X. Because My Hero Academia, as I've mentioned before, I have been trudging through the 5th season since 2021.
Worst season of My Hero.
I'm almost there. 3 episodes. 3 episodes and I make it out.
Such a bad 3
It
episodes.
is a very rough 3-episode stretch. Just might need to drink some caffeine before that. I'll say.
I've heard amazing things about Vigilante from our general officer right over here. And I'm willing to watch it as soon as I finish the final season, which at this point I feel like the Earth's going to get swallowed up by a red giant before I make it there. And as much as I really love Solo Leveling Season 2, I think it just peaked and that was it. That's my thoughts and feelings on it.
Yeah.
Its main plot point was resolved, and I don't know where it can run to next, besides what was set up.
But it's aura.
In that season.
But
It
it's
did
aura
everything
and
that
hype moments.
season wanted to do.
Yeah, you got a point there.
All right, I think we're all good.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's gonna be first round, surely, right? This is a first round win.
Probably.
It's definitely a first.
Dang.
Wow.
Had to go all the
It was 1 point away, but still won in the last where it mattered. So, wow.
It's so good.
It's good. It is really good. I need to get back up to watching it. It's just gosh, these are all been really close contests. This, I'm kind of worried. This is making me anxious for some of the later categories. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I think I don't have any issue with that.
No problems here.
All right. Best drama. So this is a pretty stacked lineup. I'm not gonna lie. We got Apothecary Diaries Season 2, Topoki's Original Sin, Uma Musume Cinderella Grey, The Monster Wants to Eat Me. Very stacked lineup. I don't even know where I'd want to go with this.
So the only one I haven't seen is The Monster Wants to Eat Me. I know some people like it.
It's a very good show.
I have seen the other 3. I know I really enjoyed watching Cinderella Grey when I watched it, but I have such a bias against Uma Musume now because it's been driven to the ground, in my opinion.
Justin's probably playing it right now.
Probably.
True.
So out of the disdain in my
Let me
mind
add him.
for the franchise and more of just how much I've seen it, I don't want it to win no matter what in any category. I expect it to win in some categories, but it will not be on my list, even though I really like it. Takopi, I think, is better than Apothecary Diaries Season 2. I think if you were comparing the second half of Apothecary's Diaries Season 2, it probably was better than Takopi, but the first half
it's
was
consistency.
so slow.
It's consistency. It's what makes and breaks, because if you have that change in pace, especially in shows, it can really kind of throw you off. So
Yeah, I think Takopi did a really good job at what it's trying to do, and it is a really good first 6 episodes.
Mhm.
Definitely content warning when you get into that.
Yeah.
It's a really dark show.
It is a very dark show. I agree.
Indeed.
I voted for the win for this.
I'm just going Cinderella Grey. I think it's writing off. I wouldn't say it's writing the coattails, but it's definitely part of that insane blow up that Uma Musume's had internationally and globally and stuff like that. I think that momentum is just going to be carried into this vote. Do I think it should win this category? Probably not, but I think it will. If I had one, I think I'd go Takumi as well. That should win, but I think it's just gonna be Uma Musume. Not that I don't have an issue with that either. But
That's fair. Man, I'm gonna really fraud check myself again here. Most I've seen were 6 episodes of Cinderella Grey, and they weren't even of my own will. I have roommates, you know. So, given each of these reputations and online comments and or clips I may or may not have seen of these shows, I think I'm going Takapis with it.
yeah, I
That's just simply because of a certain clip from later on that you may see in this award ceremony that really took the cake on me, and basically what I've heard of this entire premise. Can't wait to watch it one day.
Yeah. See. Yeah, there you go.
Heck yeah.
I'm actually kind of surprised. I will admit, like I said, I thought the momentum from Uma Musume was gonna carry it through, but I think we're gonna see that reflected in the later
I
categories.
think there are a lot of people like me that voted it last on every single thing it was a part of.
But remember that we've seen that could go to its benefit by some like insane. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's actually different. I thought it was gonna be second, but the Apothecary almost won in the first round, 3 points off.
Well, I mean, Apothecary. There's a lot of people who really like it, dude.
And rightfully so.
Yep.
Yeah. No issues there for me. So I'm happy with this.
Have no qualms here. Again. All right, Best Adventure Fantasy. Up for this award taken, it's going to be Gachi Ikuda. Dr. Stone features science. The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. And Secrets of the Silent Witch.
I don't think I need to say what my pick is. That's all.
I know yours is Gachi Ikuda. Gachi Ikuda was fun. I'm going to vote for Secrets of the Silent Witch purely because I think more people should watch it. If you like Bocchi, this is fantasy Bocchi. It's just a really fun watch. Is it better than Gachi Ikuda?
It
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but like if you get more enjoyment out of that show, I can understand why.
Yeah, my main reason is I want more people to watch it. But I did not watch Red Ranger.
Me neither.
So
I know you did, John.
I like Dr. Stone though. I wouldn't be mad if Dr. Stone won. Dr. Stone's always really cool. It's a cool concept. Animation and art style, be damned. I get enjoyment out of that show.
I read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be mad about it. But I'm going Gachi Ikuda, and I think everybody in their immediate family knew that.
So this category is now of an outlier for me because I actually did watch shows in this one. Actually, 3 of them.
Dang.
There you go.
Gachi Ikuda, Red Ranger, and Secrets of the Silent Witch. And I'm going to be honest, I'm really conflicted because it kind of feels weird to have Best Adventure / Fantasy as an entire category because sometimes it's more slow-paced for a fantasy or sometimes it's just like high-stakes filler for an adventure like Gachi Ikuda.
Yeah,
that's just like...
That's a fair point. Like, yeah, like obviously that's
if
gonna
you're
play.
comparing that to Secrets of the Silent Witch, you're like completely different tonal-wise.
Yeah, I think it just boils down to like what's the overwhelming popular thing. Obviously, Gachi Ikuda has the benefit of, I think it's Shonen Jump.
If it is, it's Jump Plus.
Yeah, but obviously it's a shonen, very popular manga, even arguably more popular anime adaptation. It's carrying a lot of momentum, and rightfully so. I'd be very surprised if it does not win.
Because you represented Gachi Ikuda, because you represented Secrets of the Silent Witch. I gotta go with the isekai slop on this one. Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. I know this isn't gonna win, but I'm gonna be honest. The only thing I really don't want to win is Dr. Stone, and that is because of my own personal reasons and matters against it.
Engineer.
Huh?
He's an engineer. You're an engineer. He's a scientist.
Yeah,
He's an
I know.
They do engineering.
They do a lot.
They do a lot of engineering, but I don't think.
But I just have my
I
own
don't think
personal
Secret really
biases
called it
against
engineering.
Dr. Stone.
Yeah. All right. I think we just send it.
Not surprising.
There we
Not
go.
surprising one bit.
I'm very happy. If even though I'm tired and it doesn't look like it, I'm very happy. Deserved 1,000,000,000%. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's very good.
All right, so
It
let's
also
see
has a
our
really good
results.
soundtrack, and it didn't get nominated for that. It makes me
15.
big sad.
It outright won it.
Oh, let's go. That's insane. I thought it would at least go to I thought it was going to go to 3. I'm not going to lie.
I
But-
thought you would have voted Red Ranger. Oh yeah, never mind.
I didn't vote.
Conflict of
You didn't do the
interest.
poll.
Conflict of interest,
No
you
one
know?
watched Red Ranger.
We love to see it, though. We love to see it. All right.
Best comedy.
This is another...
Alrighty,
This is
this
another
is
tough
going
one.
to be very conflicted, but I think all of these are going to be very good. We have Sakamoto Days, Grand Blue Season 2, Dandadan Season 2, and Witch Watch. I'm going to be biased here, I'm going Witch Watch, because this is like one of the few animes I got my sister to watch and actually enjoy.
There you go.
And because of that reason alone, I feel like that elevates it a little. Also, I've only seen Sakamoto Days while at the dentist. I haven't even seen season 1 of Grand Blue.
At the dentist?
As the dentist!
Go to dentist.
Yeah, actually pretty good at dentist. I kind of hope it's Sakamoto Days, but I love like stupid action anime. Like it's like kind of my soft spot.
Yeah.
Like if Windbreaker season 2 or if season 2 of Windbreaker was allowed to be on here, I would have that would have been my like shill of the entire show over Gachi Kuda because I just love dumb action. So I'm going Sakamoto Days. It's a really fun show to watch. Very random fact, in the dub, one of the characters, like the minor villains during like when they go to the festival, is voice acted by a WWE wrestler, which is kind of cool. So I gotta give a shout out there to Alexa Bliss. She's goated, so I'm going to Sakamoto Days.
Okay, I think the only two that really should, have a contest for this are Witch Watch and Dandadan Season 2.
I agree.
Dandadan Season 2 is just really, really good. Witch Watch is really good, and they animated it so well. And the opening is such a banger. Everything
Yes.
that, both of those shows, everything they did super well.
It's
Grand Blue Season 2, not better than Grand Blue Season 1.
agreed.
It is what it is. And Sakamoto Days does not belong on Best Comedy. I don't know why y'all put it there, but
There's comedy.
there's comedy. It's an
Yeah.
action. It's a shonen. It's an action shonen. There are some
Yeah.
funny bits, but they're bits in an action
Yeah.
shonen. So
I think the bits are just funny enough to where you could slide it in here. But that's just me
That's
personally.
fair.
But like you say about Witch Watch, I think it's probably the most well-rounded. Like like the opening banger, animation style, very cozy, easy to watch, good on the eyes, all that. So,
It's very nice and soft,
yeah, like it's an easy to watch.
It's good for people who even don't really watch anime and might have a side against it.
Yeah.
my
So
sister.
I was the one that told you to show.
Yeah, I know you. I know you're the one who told me to show my sister. And it was a very good pick, all things considered.
No, I know. I've read it. I've watched it.
I know.
all right, I'm going Sakamoto Days. It's not gonna win, but I gotta give a shout out to
I
it.
really hope Dandadan.
It's probably Dandadan.
And the winner is
Witch
Witch
Watch.
Watch.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with that.
In fact, I think, yeah.
Though
I
you might be surprised to see how close it came.
I'm curious. Wow.
They knocked each other out.
Dang.
Split the vote, like basically down the middle, and Witch Watch just came ahead, +1. Voting really does matter. Like
Yeah.
this is the perfect example of it. Like, oh my gosh, has there been one besides like one of the first few where it's been like more than like a +3 difference?
Not
I
that
don't think there
recall.
has. Like this is very competitive. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it, but it's making me worried for later on.
It's always thrilling to see these results come close to each other because this really does mean that there's a lot of people who watch different things,
Agreed.
and although they might be in the same category, they might not like the other things in the category,
Yeah. No.
And then it just gets so close that it becomes highly contested, and just a single person voting on it can make all the difference.
And it's crazy too because if Sakamoto Days got one more vote in the first round, they probably
Then it would have been between Dandadan and Witch Watch, and
and
who knows where that might have gone.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a really really interesting sort of spread of data. I'm impressed. I'm glad there's such diverse thought on what people are voting for. Makes it entertaining.
Best romance. My Dress Up Darling, Season 2. The fragrant flower blooms with dignity. Rascal does not dream of Santa Claus. And Watari-kun is about to collapse.
If Watari-kun gets more than 2 votes, I'm disappointed for many reasons. That was one of the shows I dropped. I should have dropped it sooner. I thought they'd get better. Nope. Fragrant Flower, I think, is the best one from this season. Gonna say it now. Should have said it earlier. I have not seen any of Dress Up Darling, and I will not watch any of Dress Up Darling. But I really don't have much of an opinion of if it was good or not. But I'm going Fragrant Flower on this one.
I think the one I get the most enjoyment out of is My Dress Up Darling, Season 2. It's an easy to watch show. I think everybody can agree on that. It's super fun. And it has like those elements of romance that make it easy to get into. Probably, in my opinion, my favorite dynamic between like the love interests out of all these series. I think their dynamic is fun. And cosplay, it's cool. It's cool to learn and see all the stuff being created. I've always said shows where they just focus on one thing and they explain it really well and show it through are always insanely good. It's why I rate like Your Camp and all that stuff's really high up because it's an easy show to get into. And even if you have no interest in it's just fun to listen to them explain like all the cool intricacies about making cosplays and stuff like that. So for that reason, it's the most enjoyable out of the ones on here. So I'm going with it.
All right. So my take on the matter, I haven't watched Watari-kun in like forever. Like I watched like 3 episodes back in October when I was watching it with Chainsaw Man. Really interesting combination, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a polar opposites there.
So I personally haven't seen what Mark has seen, and to make him have to drop it, because I think it's been just fine so far from my point of view.
Certainly the weaker of the
Oh yeah, definitely the weaker of the 4. I'm not gonna freaking be doubting that, but I haven't watched My Dress Up Darling, but I do know the dynamic between Marin and Gojo. And I really do love that dynamic, but it's really hampered by the fact I haven't watched it yet.
Fair point. That's a fair point.
I do intend to watch it eventually, especially since I've gotten a good word of it from you, Jerry, our wonderful Cameron over there.
Gave a thumbs up for those.
And although I have watched most of the Rascal series at this point, and I really do love the dynamic between Mai and Sakuto.
No one knows the names. It's fine.
Yeah, I know.
We LARP in here. Just kidding.
Exactly.
Just kidding.
Dude, make it till you make it, guys. That is rule number 1 of show business. Or really just adulting in general. So yeah, for that reason I'm going Fragrant Flower. I really do love the dynamic between Rintaro and Kokoro. But what I love even more, I know this is best romance, is the dynamic between Rintaro and all his friends. I thought so far that has been the strongest point of Fragrant, and if they continue this group dynamic, I feel like it's just going to be absolute cinema by the time I have finished reading it.
And that's not to take away from it. If a romance has a good supporting cast, it can make the show more enjoyable, like Horimiya. Like Horimiya has a really good supporting cast.
Polar opposites.
Or polar, yeah, exactly. Like if you have a good supporting cast, same with like Love is War, it can amplify the series because not every moment needs to be between the 2 main characters.
Yeah.
You need side breaks, joking chapters. So I can see that being a very valid reason to put it up.
All right, let's cue in with the results. It's a Rascal does not dream of Santa
I'm not
Claus.
shocked.
Not shocked.
I just want
to see the voting.
watched it.
I am mad. This voting has to be close. Yeah.
Votes matter, guys.
Votes do matter.
Votes matter.
And you know what? Shout out to the one person who voted for Watari.
You caused Mark
know
to be
who-
even more disappointed.
You know who you are out there, and we appreciate you.
It's less than 2. I'm okay.
You're unique.
Fair. But dang, it's crazy to see that My Dress Up Darling was just 1 vote away from winning it all in the first round.
Yeah.
Like, if any one of these guys just flipped on their own show, or their own favorite romance, Dress Up Darling could have won just outright instead of getting eliminated in round 2.
the difference between the bar graph for Watari from 1 to 4 is just. If you like that show, don't let us tell you not to like it. But
Yeah.
it's just I'm
Let
laughing
me tell you.
There you go. I'm not.
You know,
I'm not trying to be the evil guy.
At this point, I think I'm just gonna watch it all out of an
Out of spite.
Out of spite.
All right, on the next category, I believe so. It is
Seasonal.
I'm completely good with this one. We love seasonal awards. We watch a lot of seasonals.
We do watch a lot of seasonals, to our benefit or detriment.
So in winter, we've got Apothecary Diary Season 2, we got ReZero Season 3, Hanano-kun Season 2 Part 1, and Medalist. Sadly, Medalist got what we call the Disney Plus kill ratio.
I had to watch 1,000 Year Blood War Core 1 on Hulu. And
Really want to watch Medalist. It sucks that it's on Disney Plus. That is when it goes there, it goes there to die.
Pretty much.
That's how I feel about Bleach and having to get Hulu in order to watch 1,000 Year Blood War.
So I haven't seen it yet.
I still haven't seen Cat's Eye.
I've heard nothing but good things about Medalist, so I'm perfectly good if it wins this. I think Apothecary Season 2 would be my pick, but I have not seen Season 2 of Hanano-kun, so.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've watched a single one of these. I'll fully admit it. So, but I've watched Season 1 of Apothecary Diaries. I've watched up to like. The Season 2 for ReZero is like split so much. I don't even know where I stopped.
It came out like 5 years ago.
Yeah. Like I'm just gonna go no. I'm gonna abstain because I don't feel like I'm qualified to make a decision here because I've not watched any of these and I don't feel like LARPing.
Well, you're a better man than me, Bowen. I was LARPing pretty much throughout all of last category. Either way, best winter. As I've mentioned before, I have not seen Apothecary Season 2. I caught up to ReZero during this season. Like, the parts that aired, because ReZero Season 3, if you did not know, was cut up into 2 parts, the attack arc and the counterattack arc. The attack arc aired all the way back in 2024, while the counterattack arc aired all the way last year. I really love the counterattack arc, and I really love the opening, and it's going to be really sad about what's going to happen to it a little later on. I thought it was full of hype moments, and I enjoyed the resolution of the stories that were carried over from the attack arc. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Season 2 Part 1. I have not seen that one quite yet.
I know our president likes that.
I know our president really likes it.
So
and I have watched...
Hi, Emily, if you're watching.
I have watched the first part of Season 1 with a certain Kurumi simp. He knows who he is. And I've heard extremely good things about the medalists, so I really can't complain if any of these guys end up winning. But for my own personal biases and stuff, which, let's be honest, is entirely what this is supposed to be about.
Of course.
ReZero, Starting Life Another World, Season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one's going to win, but I don't have a dog in this fight.
And it's going to be...
Yeah. Perfectly good with this.
Yep. Outright winning.
Outright winning.
Makes perfect sense.
Perfect sense.
It's the only one people watched a lot of.
Yeah, alright, so best spring. Alright.
Another
very stacked lineup, by the way. This is a...
Does not matter. To be hero.
Well, I figured that's what you were going to say, but I'll read through it anyways. Uma Musume Cinderella Grey Part 1. My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Witch Watch. To Be Hero X. So, the only one on here who has not won one yet is Cinderella Grey. However, this is not where it happens. Give me To Be Hero X. This does not happen here. This is a very stacked lineup. And to be honest, I love Cinderella Grey. The second part is way better than the first part.
I know a lot of people did the same thing as me. I was putting Cinderella Grey at the bottom of everything it's in. So it is not even in the running for me. I think it's possible Witch Watch could win this, or Vigilantes. But I sure hope it's To Be Hero X because it absolutely deserves it.
All right, realistically speaking, it's Chibi Hero X. Personally speaking, I'm going to give this one to Witch Watch.
Same reasoning as before.
Same reasoning as before.
Hey, double down. We like it. We like it.
If it makes you feel any better, Uma fans,
You want Uma Musume?
I'm going to be honest, I was probably going to put it in last. Sorry.
I just think part 2 is.
Actually, no, I wouldn't have put it in last, or something else I would have put in last.
I just think part 2 is just way more enjoyable than part 1. I think I don't know. I remember, when I voted this, I actually put Cinderella very forward, just because I think collectively I would get more enjoyment. I got more enjoyment of the parts of To Be Hero X I watched. You already know how I feel about Vigilantes, and then Witch Watch just seems like a show that'd be up my alley that I haven't gone around to.
I'm okay with this.
Let's go. I was not expecting that, but I'll take it, I guess.
Vigilantes, they do a really fun thing of making it seem like a comic book. Like action scenes, anything like that. They'll have like power and whatever in this really artistic comic style. I really like what they did with it. Absolutely, To Be Hero X should have won this.
That being said. Wow,
It
another
fell
one.
prey to the split vote syndrome.
Witch Watch really made an impact in that second round. That's like the most share, but lost in the first. Wow. I mean, as I said before, My Hero Academia, both regular and Vigilantes, is probably my favorite superhero story outside of those like big American publishing companies like your DCs, your Marvels, even like your Spawns or like your Invincibles. It's really good if you even remotely like superheroes, specifically street level villains and like heroes and all that. It is a phenomenal show, and like Mark was saying, it does a really good job capturing that comic book style in both the manga and the anime. I think they do it. Like the anime does a great job translating it over, and it's just a dumb, fun show with serious elements if you're looking for that. And I can really appreciate that, but that just comes from my comic book bias.
I have no complaints about this.
I have zero complaints. I'm elated by that, as a matter of fact. I'm very happy with that.
Now on to Best Summer. Alright, so we have Takapi's Original Sin. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. The Summer Hikaru Died. My Dress Up Darling Season 2. And I'm going with Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity on this one. I do know the actual result. This is one of the ones I do remember from calculating the winners at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
It has to be close.
Oh, yeah.
It has
this
to.
is where ranked choice voting is really going to shine again.
It has to be close, like, first round. I don't even know where to go with this. Like, there is an argument you can make for every single one of them to win. And with that being said...
How much do you know about Hikaru Died? The Summer Hikaru Died.
But you can make arguments.
Have you ever heard about that show before?
I actually have heard of it. I just haven't watched it. But I've heard good things about it, and that's what I'm saying. I've heard good things about it. I've heard people giving it praise for the same reasons we give praise to a lot of the rest of these shows. So I think it's competitive for that aspect. I've seen a lot of discourse about it and all that. It's going to be close. I think ranked choice is going to come into play here. So I'm going Takapi's Original Sin. I think it's going to... I don't think it's going to be the number one, like, in the first round, but it's going to pick up votes later as it goes on, and it's probably going to win for that reason.
My vote's Takapi. I heard some people talk about Hikaru for the first couple episodes that came out. After that, dead silence. I knew people liked the thing it was based off of. But I have not heard a lot from people's opinions after they kept watching it. I watched the first episode. It is a Netflix one, which makes it really hard for me to watch weekly, because I'm just opening up Crunchyroll whenever I'm watching anything weekly.
Yeah.
So I just kind of forgot about it. But Takapi is definitely the one I think should win this.
Also, Jose, stop saying I'm LARPing. I literally You're bullying me for no reason, man.
Jeez, I
No,
guess.
you know who you are. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I guess you're just a substitute Jepson today.
I guess so. Yeah, actually. Yeah, I guess so, actually. Now that I think about it. But this is going to be just interesting to see.
I know.
I don't think I have an issue.
Like
with
I said,
winning.
I
Besides,
fully
I
know-
guess Summer who could have
Yeah.
died, because like, clearly I don't know enough about it because I'm LARPing. But,
Like
you know.
I said,
I'm not saying you love it.
No, I'm sorry. Whatever.
the summer
This
Hikaru,
is so
Hikaru
stupid.
Bye,
died.
Jose.
One.
That's so stupid.
It's a consequence of
It's
ranked
gonna be
choice
like
voting.
14 votes in the last. I know. I should have said that. Okay, I mean it got it. Okay, to be fair to the show, it had consistent voting across the board. I
Yeah.
can't get mad at that.
That's fair.
If you either win these by just being consistent all the way through, or you're backloaded and like you just not luck into it, but you just get the
Just-
win by process
yeah.
of elimination. So out of more of like the ranked choice votes being goofy, I this one kind of just like this one I'm not angry at because it shows the consistency throughout. Maybe I should give the show a watch if people think so highly of it and are voting about it. To be fair, just some food for thought.
Yeah. Best Fall, My Hero Academia, the final season, Gotchi Akuda,
Come on.
Spy X Family, Season 3, and Uma. I know someone wants me to do a space on this. Masume, Cinderella Grey, Part 2.
He said the thing.
I think you'll know what I'm thinking. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think it's gonna win it. It's gonna get like ring choiced, but I would say it's really for me between My Hero, the final season, Gotchi Akuda, and Uma Musume Cinderella Grey Part 2. Both like the final races, like the Japan Cup and like Arimakainen, are some of the best races in Uma Musume in general. My Hero is phenomenal. I talked enough about it. I don't need to justify it, and you already know what I'm going to say about Gotchi Akuda. So
I'm going to say My Hero just to be different, but I think Gotchi Akuda might have this one. I haven't seen season 3 of Spy Family.
it's good, but you
I know
know,
people like
it's the coughing baby among atomic bombs. Unfortunately,
No. I am perfectly fine if Spy Family season 3 wins.
I'm fine with it too.
Because
It's a
I've
fun
gotten
show.
around.
It's a fun show.
I really love season 2 and season 1, so.
Yeah, very similar.
I'm going to preface this off with Gotchi Akuda. I'm also going to preface this off with I'm fine with any other of these shows winning, because I know how much everyone loves these. With that being said, by process of it being the only thing I really watched, Gotchi Akuda.
I don't think it's gonna win it. It's gonna get ring choiced, but one can hope.
Only one can find out
Once we close the vote.
once we close the voting.
I'm managing a coordinate.
There you go.
I'm good with this.
I don't even hate that. Like, genuinely, I like. In fact, I actually like. Out of all the shows on there, it is probably the easiest to get into. It's a very simple concept. As I said before, shows with simple concepts that are enjoyable and do execute it really well tend to be popular. Dry demand. Spy Family does it perfectly, and yeah, the manga's really good too. You should read that as well. Just to plug it. Those who know.
I want to see what the results were for this.
There you go.
Dang.
So like yeah, I mean just like all the big series just kind of cannibalized one another in a sense where it's just like the first vote was so split. Obviously Cinderella Grey having 11, it's a pretty big difference, but they all kind of took away from one another, and then it just wins that second choice voting, and people do like Spy Family. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I think I put it as my second option as well, actually, because it's either my second or my third. I don't entirely remember, but it's one of those two.
Strongest season of the year: winter, spring, summer, or fall.
I'm going fall. That lineup of those 4 shows is just the definition, in my opinion, of consistency. Like all 4 of those shows are phenomenal. We already kind of talked about it just recently, so I'll just leave it at that.
As someone that watches seasonals, all the time. Winter wasn't that great of a seasonal run. Like
High highs,
we're
like
talking
another.
seasons. We're not talking these 4 specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As someone that watches I start about 30 in each season. Winter sucked.
Okay.
Spring was phenomenal. Summer was phenomenal. Fall sucked. Fall was decent at some points, but
I think it just boils down to is like, are those high highs going to balance out like, you know, the bulk majority, which maybe wasn't as popular?
And you also
That's the thing I'd have to think about.
And you also have to remember, a lot of people don't watch seasonals the way that you do, Mark.
I'm just saying the seasonals that they had.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that.
A strong season has a lot of good shows.
Mm-hmm.
Winter and fall did not.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, it's a volume sort of like
But I think
overwhelmingly average. Like, the average is that it's better.
I'm going to go summer.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had Takapi, To Be Hero X, second half is in there.
Yeah.
We also have Lord of Mysteries in there. All 3 amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then also we had the Mikadona Sisters, which was really fun.
Yeah.
Summer is absolutely my pick.
I think it's another rank choice situation where it's just going to be the first round is brutal and whoever pulls through with the second round is just going to win. I'm locking in fall, but I think it's going to be between fall and summer if I had to make a guess.
Okay, objectively, it is definitely going to come down to either spring or summer. But as I was saying before, people usually just watch like 1 or 2 shows a season. And if one of those shows that they watched is one of their favorites and stuff, I could definitely see any of these guys winning.
Mm-hmm.
So, when it comes to favorites, winter.
All right, there we go. And winter
Winter!
wins. I want to see the voting on this. It's going to be like the same thing as last. Yeah, same thing.
And it went down to the wire.
First round is just like brutal, and then it just goes down to like a +1 situation. But
Then tie.
I can't even get mad. I'm not even mad at that too, because it's another situation where the voting across all things is just so consistent that it's like I can accept that. You know what I mean? Even if I don't agree with it, I can accept it. Which, I mean, that's all I have to say about that. All right, moments in anime. So it's time for the hype moments and aura section. Well, there's a hype moments and aura section of this, but in general, you know, we're gonna go over the happy, the sad, the cool, and the aura, all in this category. So let's get into it. Yeah, spoilers ahead. There's gonna be moments in this, so you know, mute the stream, but come back. You can look in the chat, and you know, maybe someone will tell you when, or we'll say.
Cameron will tell you in
In chat. There you go. Yeah.
that we're done with this section.
Yeah.
So for best fight, okay, wow, okay. Belle Crenell, Ryu Lion, Hayden Selland, sorry if I'm butchering these, and Mia Grand versus Ottar in Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, Season 5, aka Danmachi Season 5.
Obey Your Master in the Japan Cup. Uma Musume, Cinderella Grey.
Subaru Emilia Regulus in ReZero Season 3.
Alright guys, on the count of 3, we'll say the last thing. 1, 2, 3. Denji versus Rise.
Yeah, I know this is not even a contest, but shout out Officer John, the GM officer for Danmachi. Shout out you. Maybe, you know what, just because as a GM from that lineage, you know what, I'm gonna change my answer. I'm pulling for Danmachi to show my respect, but it's definitely not gonna be Danmachi.
This is Chainsaw Man.
It's Chainsaw Man.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Chainsaw Man.
Just like.
Unfortunately, there's a little wrinkle when it comes to my choice on this. The day before I saw Chainsaw Man, I had didn't really sleep well, and I had many things I was doing that day of. So about halfway through this fight, I fell asleep and I didn't wake up until close to another pivotal scene that we might see later on. Yes, I fell asleep during that fight. But I know it's probably going to be Denji versus Rize.
It was
But
some of the best animation. It had some of the best colors. It was heckin' phenomenal. Explosions are heckin' beautiful.
Listen,
you should rewatch that.
I'm probably going to rewatch it. My other roommate,
rewatch that immediately.
Yeah,
other roommate who is not of the Tyler variety is about to go watch through Chainsaw Man.
I think
probably watch it with him or something. I don't know.
I think we know what the answer is.
Yeah, it's definitely Denji versus Rize,
but
because I fell asleep during it, I have to go Subaru and Amelia versus Regulus. Otherwise, that would just be weird if I vote for a fight that I fell asleep during.
I will say though, Japan Cup is a very good series of episodes. Not gonna win though. Not gonna win though. It's hard to beat. Arguably, probably like the most anticipated fight that delivered on all expectations and arguably exceeded them for some.
Absolutely.
Soundtrack alone. I think like you could turn off the TV and just listen to the sound design and the effects of this fight, and you would probably be like, it's the best one. So. Let's just see the result.
I think definitely do. That's what it felt like when I was watching in theaters.
Wow!
Surprise!
Everyone
surprise.
always so surprised. It's gonna be like 20.
Well, only 26 people actually. Hey, voted on it, so it only has 13 that has to eclipse.
0 votes for Don Machi, man. I feel bad for John now.
Well, it means he didn't vote for it first round, then, you know.
Yeah. But that, to no one's surprise.
Most hype moment.
Alright.
X beating up everyone. 2B Hero X. Ugly Cap locking in and winning the Arima Kainen. Uma Musume. Cinderella Grey.
Part 2.
Ryu using a Strela record for the first time. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? And this is to go even further beyond! Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 4. Dragon Ball Daima.
I'm gonna be very honest. Goku after Super Saiyan 1, it is not hype. Ever. Until Ultra Instinct?
Ultra
Instinct
transformation.
is different.
Against Jiren.
But it's also because it's not Super Saiyan.
I 100% agree. Don't get me wrong. Goku has very good moments so that you literally energize you when you're watching it. There's UI is a great example. I don't even think he has the most hype transformations in his own series. No. I think Gohan from the movie is I was in a movie theater when Gohan did and people were out of their seats screaming and clapping. That's not going to get matched. I like Super Saiyan 4. It's a very overhated form in my opinion, but yeah, I think it's going to be To Be a Hero X. If we're going based off of kind of what the consistent trend has been with that show.
Low key, I actually took the liberty of watching all these scenes when I was putting them on the form. And as much as my heart wants to tell me it was Goku transforming into Super Saiyan 4, I'm sorry, it's just when I was watching Daima Weekly, it was an experience to say the least. A very fun and thrilling experience, and for that, it was ingrained in my heart.
Yeah.
But this dude just freaking,
yeah.
Just using his
I watched the clip for it too, and
round was just epic, so I kind of have to go with 2B Hero X on this one.
It's absolutely the best pick.
Yeah. All these are good, though. I mean, I've watched through all of them. I thought they were all very good, but I think it's just S tier, Gap, A tier, everything else. With the exception of maybe Super Saiyan 4. But shout out Super Saiyan 4, though. It is a very cool form that people hate for no reason, but... Yeah, well, I mean...
Not surprising.
Do you guys really want to see the results for this one?
Let me guess, 17.
I think it was 20. Oh,
14.
Heck yeah.
I know someone ends up winning with 20.
That was, I mean... Valiant effort, though, from, Uma Musume, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a good moment, though. I do like that moment. Unlocking the flow state or whatever. That's always cool when it happens in Uma Musume. It's always well animated, but... Yeah, X or farming definitely takes the cake because, as we know,
There's never been a more Aura farmer.
as we know, hype moments in Aura do win you awards, as from last year. Definitely still not salty about that, but anyways, deserved win. All things considered. Take it away.
All right, so we've got Lolan's final performance in Apothecary. We've got What's a Julius in ReZero Season 3. We've got Takuki. And then we've got the beach scene at the end of Chainsaw Man Rize. I am going Chainsaw Man.
I'm going Chainsaw Man. If the Chainsaw Man movie is in a category, I'm probably not going to bet against it unless there's some outstanding thing that could be comparable going against it. But it is just such a big valley between Chainsaw Man movie. Not to downplay any of these other moments.
I will
because
say,
I watched the clips from all these moments as well. Obviously, I didn't have the context, but
with Lolan's final performance, it kind of is a context-heavy one.
It is.
You don't get anything.
Yeah, I didn't get any.
Yeah.
I watched season. Like
she's not in season.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I watched it like so long ago. I don't even. Gosh, I need to rewatch it.
So
That's for sure.
That would have been my second pick. I also do really like the Taco People.
I will say for the performance though, it is well animated.
Yes,
it is well animated, but it's certainly not better animated than arguably probably one of the best animated anime movies ever, in my opinion at least.
So
unpopular opinion, I know, but
that's not a.
That's not gonna be an.
I'm being sarcastic. Yeah.
So I was like you, Bowen. I had to watch Lolan's final performance out of context, and to me, it really didn't resonate with me that much. I saw What's It, Julius, and I know what it's going to lead into. Well, I don't know what it's going to lead into.
The only context I had for it is I just tied it back to another scene where someone doesn't know who someone is.
Yeah,
no
which
spoilers
means like.
There. So I assumed it was a similar.
It's
game.
like that GTA meme that I'm not going to say because we're on Twitch, and I would get.
Anyways.
Blamed by.
Anyways.
I'm going to be honest. As soon as I saw Suzuka's scene, that made me change from beat scene to this.
Okay.
I really just love the emotional baggage that it carried and the emotional weight that was portrayed in the voice actress's voice.
Yeah, the voice acting for that one is
really
phenomenal. But
and that sold me.
As I said before, there's a valley, and this one certainly isn't filled. No one's crossing it. It's Chainsaw Man.
Surprise, surprise.
And I couldn't find a GIF for this, by the way, if you're wondering why the GIF is not related to it at all.
Definitely not an emotional scene when he comes out of
the movie theater. I apologize. Blame whatever GIF website I was using for that. But another one where it's just consistent voting across the board, and then it comes down to a very close
margin.
Very consistent theme. Where
I'm not mad that beat scene won. I still thought it was a very well scene that was about to signal what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
And this is coming out of a little nap I took during a fight scene, by the way.
At least you woke up for that scene.
I woke up... Okay, so basically, I started regaining everything around the time when they were drowning in the ocean and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
That's from where I picked up from, after their battle in the city. So I saw that entire last part, and I think Beach combined with the next part after it really does tie into that entire emotional core.
Yeah.
Especially since Rize knows what's going to come next, and if she agreed to Denji's proposal, it wouldn't be pretty.
Yeah. We're just going to see more of this trend later on. Yeah. That's all I wanted to say. But I'm happy it was between those two, because of the two I watched, those were my two favorite. It was kind of 1A, 1B when I was making the slides and all that, so. Spoiler warning is off. Mm-hmm. Welcome back. Well, I'm going to wait till it's it. But miscellaneous, it's going to be all the random assorted goodness. This should be a fun category, because there were some fun categories, I would say, in that. So I'd say good to move on.
We're good to move on.
I have a lot of words to say about this, but I'll go ahead and read them off. One Punch Man Season 3, the beginning after the end. My status as an assassin obviously exceeds the hero and Lazarus. Now, it is super easy. I understand it's going to be One Punch Man Season 3, but the hype behind Lazarus when it was first announced, people were treating it like it was sliced bread. It was that, like, if you were, like, the whole hype behind it, same writers as Cowboy Bebop, all that sort of stuff, it had so much momentum going into it. I think people had their concerns about One Punch Man Season 3 going into it because of all the studio changes it's gone through recently. Mm-hmm. I was more disappointed with Lazarus than I was One Punch Man Season 3. That being said, it is going to be One Punch Man Season 3. Jerry posted the GIF. That I think that explains it well.
Yeah.
Out of these, my status as an assassin should not be here. It is absolutely what you expect when you start the show. If anything, it's better than what you expect.
Fair enough.
It should not be on Biggest Train Wreck. Lazarus being slightly disappointing, not a train wreck.
Okay. I disagree, but yeah.
It got really hyped up because of Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop isn't, like, it's got a lot of style. Story-wise, it's not up there.
It's not even the author's best work. We talked about this at Big Event, too.
Beginning After the End is such a hyped up American manhwa that people love. It's a web novel, too, whatever. Anyways.
I'm going to be honest, I've never heard of it until, like, when I was putting the stuff in the slides.
You have to watch that on 5 times speed to get normal frames.
What's it like? Is it animated in like 2s? Like?
There's One Punch Man and Beginning After the
I need
End
to see
similar
this.
things.
I'm gonna look at the clip.
It's not great. I think everyone should watch it because I've heard it only gets better in the story, and I want it to get a lot more animation budget. I've seen this team the studio do a bunch of different things. They don't ever get enough money to do what they're capable of, but they do a good job with the small budget they get. It should be One Punch Man Season 3 because absolutely never.
Wait, is this real?
Yep, that's real.
Wait, what? What the?
That's beginning.
Oh yeah, it is.
Animation.
I might want to change my. Might be.
No.
One Punch Man Season 3 after Season 1 and 2.
We're both
should never get that low of a budget.
That is true. I agree, but
it absolutely deserves.
I will say this about One Punch Man Season 3. At least there's fights in it that are semi-watchable. What I just watched was a PowerPoint presentation, like animations. It's still gonna be One Punch Man, but if you are curious, I absolutely implore you to look up the beginning after the end bad animation and just watch it. Wow, but it's gonna be One Punch Man. It's gonna be One Punch Man.
So I have watched 3 out of the 4 shows here. The one I haven't watched is One Punch Man Season 3.
You're not missing much.
So
I can promise you that much.
Lazarus, I think I've only made it to like 5 to 6 episodes in.
I dropped it to like 4. You're better than me.
Wow. My status as assassin obviously exceeds the hero. Low key, I think the only reason it's here is because it ended up getting like an other or something, like the most other votes. It really was down to one show at the end of the. It was definitely going to be One Punch Man Season 3, but here's my take on the beginning after the end. I heard how horrible it was, so out of morbid curiosity, I decided to watch it. I liked it. I thought it was fine story-wise. Granted, I watched it dubbed while I was cooking lunch, and then ate my lunch.
Listen to it.
Yeah, which means I listened to the story, which means I really much wasn't paying attention to the frames or anything. Well, I was looking back. Moral of the story, guy?
I'm telling you with what I just watched, I think you could listen to it like an audiobook and probably get the same enjoyment out of it. I'm being honest. Maybe I'm judging a YouTube short.
It's not that bad because like
I just saw a YouTube
after
short.
I finished cooking it, I watched it while I was eating.
But no good fights.
Okay.
No good fights. I do like the particle effects, so they were kind of nice.
But we're in agreement. It's One Punch Man.
Oh yeah, it's definitely One Punch Man. I mean, come on.
Let's just rip it.
One
Wow.
Frame Man season
Seen
3.
that
Who saw this
happening.
coming?
Let me guess, 20 plus. Yeah.
22?
20 plus. Yeah, I'm not even surprised. I kind of want to watch the beginning after the end now, just to see like.
Oh, it's pretty fine story wise. It's just
it's a presentation. All right, best Dark Horse. I'm gonna be honest. The only one I've watched out of these is My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I've seen good things about The Monster Wants to Eat Me. Like I've heard plenty. Like I've seen a lot on Twitter and stuff like that. Do not know about the middle two. So if you could help me make a educated decision here, I will say My Hero is probably the best on here, but it's not a dark horse in the traditional sense because it's already tied to an established IP. Granted, not that many people knew about Vigilantes before. Like some people did. Like obviously, if you were super into My Hero, you kind of knew it existed. But for like the average person, probably didn't know it existed. However, I think just because it does have the My Hero Academia name on it, it goes against the spirit of being a dark horse.
So, I agree with you on that. I still want it to win Dark Horse. To give you a little context on the Shuinji family children.
Also, yes, it did get misspelled, I'm aware.
This is the RAG author. Rent a Girlfriend. Premise of this show. It is, I think it's 6.
Is it better than Rent a Girlfriend?
I've not watched past the first episode.
Is the first episode of this show better than the first episode of
I've
Rent a
never watched first episode of Rent a Girlfriend.
Okay, did you just enjoy the first episode of the show?
No.
so.
Okay. You said yes. I was thinking that immediately.
We're gonna say the premise of this show. It's like 6 family members. They find out when the youngest one is 15 that they're all adopted. 2 of them are actual siblings, and everyone except for the guy.
I think I know
sibling,
where this is going.
All of them are after this main guy, and a couple of them liked him before they knew they were adopted. I've got issues with.
Yeah, that's I'm voting against that out of principle. I'll do eeny meeny miny mo. The monster wants to eat me. There we go. Boom. That's my pick.
May I ask for one final thing? It is fun. I think the first episode is the best episode. So, don't really want it to get Dark Horse. Really don't know much about Monster Wants to Eat Me. But
I've heard the good reputation that Monster Wants to Eat Me. I know the reputation that Shinji Family Children holds. I unfortunately do know somebody who has watched it and has enjoyed it.
I know a lot of people that watch it and enjoyed it.
My Hero Academia. Quick note on My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I have not. I know this might sound sacrilegious. I know this might sound like blasphemy, but I think the reason that it's in Dark Horse is simply because the My Hero Academia IP is a little tainted.
I don't think it's that. It's just that I think when you're attached to such a big IP like My Hero, regardless of the reputation the main show has, a lot of people who casually enjoy My Hero Academia, when they say there's a new spin-off and it's getting or they see it's a spin-off, they're going to watch it. And those people, it's going to go word of mouth. Because I remember a lot of it was word of mouth. Like, if you were on any social media when it was coming out, people were like, wow, this is, like, way better than normal My Hero, which I don't... Like, it's better in certain things, right? But it's very much word of mouth. And it's good. It is probably, if I imagine, I'd be the one I enjoy the most out of all these 4. But it is, like... not a dark horse by just the concept of it.
The biggest thing, tell me one other good spin-off of an anime.
That's a fair point. I literally can't. Like, there's probably one that is, like, so obvious. Oh, well, Burn the Witch for Bleach. I like Burn the Witch. Burn the Witch is good. But besides the point, that's different. But,
you can, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, Burn the Witch is good. But
I would even call that more of a dark horse.
Burn the Witch is a dark horse, but for this purpose, I did Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. I've heard more good things about The Monster Wants to Eat Me online, so I'm going to pick that.
And I guess it's just because I'm around My Hero haters, probably. That's probably where, like, my view of
we
it
have
comes
plenty
from.
of them in the chat. I'm looking. I see
Exactly,
plenty of
which-
them. They know who they are. I'm not going to give
Yeah.
them the
Which is probably what
platform.
contributed to me thinking that Vigilantes is more of a dark horse than it may or may not be. And as for may I ask for one final thing, I've actually seen this with 2 other people, and they both enjoyed it, and these are both people who have different tastes. Well, I guess they're more similar than they want to believe it. That's probably going to be insulting to one of them, and it's making the other person laugh out loud right now. Just because I liked it, just because I like the ending theme, I'm going, may I ask for one final thing?
All right, let's see it. I'm curious. Bang! Wow. People, hey, must have been like I don't think I've like besides like the bits of it I've seen on the internet. I have not heard of this show much going into this award show. But I mean, we'll see with the voting. But yeah, like another one that just votes consistently across and just gets the benefit. Final thing though. That's rough. That's a rough way to lose. I'm just gonna I'm gonna be honest. That is a rough way to not win an award. But yeah, I think all these shows, with the exception of the one you were explaining, that does not sound something up my alley. I think they all seem like good shows that I maybe need to watch because it is a dark horse for that reason. You know, sneaks up on you, and it is in the spirit of March. You know, got March Madness going on.
Has the 11th
I
seed been knocked out yet?
I do not want to talk about what happened to our basketball team right now. But this is an anime show. We'll ignore that. Next category.
Slop of the Year. Well, this is a new one for those of you who are voting on it. Also my personal recommendation from last year. We gotta recognize the good with the bad, guys. So in this case, here are our contestants. My gift level 9,999 unlimited gotcha. Backstabbed in a backwater dungeon. I'm out for revenge. I'm getting married to a girl I hate in class. Reborn as a vending machine. I now wander the dungeon. Season 2. And the ubiquitous, only is named, only is feared, run away from it, unless you're crazy. Rent a Girlfriend Season 4.
You know what? And just a reminder for this category, just because something is slop, that does not mean you can't get enjoyment out of it. Because I know I watched the first season of the vending machine one. It's pretty funny just because how like, oh gosh. I think I'm going to go with the one that has a paragraph as its title. That's usually a pretty safe bet in my book when it comes to these sort of things. Also, I've heard, like the only one I've heard of this is that show. I'm not even going to say the full name. And Reborn as a Vending Machine. I have no clue what these two are next to it.
Okay,
so it's probably going to be one of those two.
I'm going to be honest. I watched the first, episode and a half of Vending Machine, and unlike other slop isekais I watch, I just wasn't feeling it. So it has been put on the back burner for the foreseeable future. I know certain anime's reputation precedes itself, so I'll save that one for last. I'm getting married to a girl I hate in class. I've actually heard of that one. In fact, I actually know about its manga and stuff. Because for those of you who are not in the know, there's a bunch of manga dubs out there on YouTube, and this just happened to come from one of them. They're like rom-com-ish dubs, which is basically my source of rom-com between my, I believe, junior year of high school to my freshman year of college. So I'm very well with this. That was always the one I avoided the most, just because I didn't like the premise of it. And I'm going to be honest, I'm with you, Bowen. If it has a paragraph as a title, it's probably going to be enjoyable. Bet. But knowing the people,
it could easily
they probably just voted in whatever they thought was the most slop.
It could be rag. Very easily.
Therefore,
it could be rag.
It is going to be Rent a Girlfriend Season 4.
Okay, we're going to do another premise thing for the paragraph. Just a little bit. First episode, completely fine. He gets backstabbed. It's exactly what it is. Second episode, he starts summoning all of these female characters, and every single one of them is an adult, and he is not, and every single one of them is attracted to him.
Oh, dang.
From the title alone, I feel like when you just said the first part of that sentence.
First episode.
It makes sense.
I was thrown for a loop 2 minutes into the second episode. This is a completely different show. Anywho's,
but not even like the twist ending good sense of it. It's just like, wow, my expectations are now greater.
Anyways, I did enjoy what I watched of I'm Getting Married to a Girl I Hate in My Class. There was a little bit that I disliked about miscommunication. I dislike miscommunication in a lot of shows, but other than that, it was fun. I haven't seen Rag or Reborn as a vending machine, but
Reborn as a vending machine is like the room of animes. It's just
you
have to experience it to really get it. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm going my gift. Whatever. That's a paragraph and a half. Yeah, and I mean, are we surprised?
It's slop.
This is either going to be like, this is either the first win or it's going to be a ranked choice to 4 because nobody knows who it is.
I remember this one well. It is definitely ranked choice.
Let's see it.
Like.
Wow. Yeah. That adds up. I'm not even surprised. Maybe I should. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't want to watch it after what you told me.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I could get some like figment of just laughing at how bad it is. But wow.
I have a feeling most people who
there's not much to talk about in this category. I think the titles of the shows and the content does the talking, so I think we're good.
And I also have a feeling most people probably didn't watch them.
No, probably not.
This would have been a very different story if they did. Okay, so as the title suggests, these are foreign anime. For those of you who might not know the definition, or for those of you who are very stingy and are probably still going to have a bloodbath between my descendants and their descendants, because of my choices that I've been making over the past month. Anime is just a cartoon animated in Japan. Nothing more, nothing less. These are cartoons animated in a country not called Japan. And here are contestants. 2B Hero X, Lord of Mysteries, Invincible Season 3, and King of the Hill Season 14.
As much as I love Invincible, it is not a show that's for everybody, and I'm fully willing to acknowledge that. Great show. Animation kind of sucked this season because they had to rush it out a little bit. King of the Hill's King of the Hill. It's a gym. You know, it's something you put on, and you can watch, and you can get enjoyment out of it. Mm-hmm. Bobby Hill's the GOAT. Anyways. It's To Be the Hero X. I don't even know why I'm trying to do some mental gymnastics to be like, oh, it could be Invincible. No, it's to be Hero X. I'm sad for Invincible, though. It's a great show, but it's not for everybody. And I'm willing to acknowledge that.
Definitely To Be Hero X, as it is the best anime of the year. Anyway, Lord of Mysteries, also good. The issue with that is you have to do a little bit of work on your part to understand what's going on.
Is it like an Inception kind of? Where you have
it's 13 episodes, and it is 215 chapters.
They paced it like, wow.
The first book is 1,400 chapters.
Crazy.
But it is a show that kind of moves you to do that. It has some of the best animation. They use a bunch of different techniques.
I've seen clips of it. Yeah,
it's super pretty. What they do is really, really fun to watch. And if you do keep up with it, like this was one that I watched each week with my friends. So it was a fun one to talk about.
Yeah.
And then figure out, how does this thing connect? Highly recommend looking into it. And if you do watch it, pull up the wiki and follow the Beyonder path. That will help you a lot. Currently, I'm on like chapter 300 of something. But To Be Hero X is the best one out there.
Guys, my inner Texan in me, in case you didn't notice, I'm kind of a big Texan. Everything is saying King of the Hill Season 14 for me. I watched it and I enjoyed it. I haven't seen Invincible. Yeah. Definitely a major downgrade. But, why am I even doing this? It's like you said, Bound. And the results are... To Be Hero X. Oh,
It's
spoilers, but come on!
Is it really a spoiler?
Oh no.
Is it really a spoiler?
What a scene.
Is it really a spoiler to say it before it's shown? I think we all know.
Yeah.
You know what? I will take 8 votes for Invincible. If you voted for Invincible, here's a kiss. There you go. Thank you.
So the 4 people who chose King of the Hill, good on you. Good on you.
If you voted for Invincible, I'm gonna I'll give you a heart emoji in VR chat or not.
So yeah, that's pretty.
By the way,
much
trigger
what
warning
happened.
for Dallas sports fans. I'm just too hot. I need to take this off.
Fair enough.
With that being said, we can continue.
Foreign anime movie of the year. See previous explanation for details. We have K-pop Demon Hunters, Nizon 2, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and Dogman. K-pop Demon Hunters.
This does not need to be discussed. I don't think.
No.
But I will say,
grossing movie of all
Yeah.
time is Nezon.
Yes,
I was gonna say that is the one thing I will say. Clearly, a movie that is extremely popular, and from the clips I've seen of it, looks very well animated. The art style is really unique and all that. But we have to remember what of the all combined of every single thing that's been on this award show, which one won a Grammy, and that's gonna weigh in whether you think it deserved that Grammy or not. You know, you can debate that. Sinners. Anyways, yeah, it's gonna be K-pop.
It's gonna be K-pop, but
Yeah. I'm good with K-pop. If Neza ever got it, which it's not. Because
Yeah. Wow.
those big surprises
Whoa.
here. Big surprises.
Not surprising at all.
Also, I was lying. Golden's a good song.
that's like-
I'm not mad at Golden winning a Grammy, but I'm mad it wasn't Sinners. Or not Grammy, an Oscar.
All right, on to our next category. Best Animation. Chainsaw Man, the movie. Rize Arc. To Be Hero X. Demon Slayer, the movie. Infinity Castle. Uma Musume. Cinderella Grey.
Demon Slayer for me. I'll just say I can see why you'd want to pick Chainsaw Man. It is I honestly I would say this outright. Chainsaw Man is probably much more well animated. And before you say yes, I know I forgot to put a space in it. Anyways, however, we've seen what ranked choice voting does, and for that reason, I think it's going to be another situation where those two split the vote like nearly to where they can't get a majority. And as a result, it is going to go to Demon Slayer, and both are absolutely phenomenal. They did arguably my favorite fight in Demon Slayer Justice, like Gyu and Tanjiro versus Akaza is like arguably my favorite fight from that set, and it was amazing to watch in theaters. I was just as happy with that movie as when I watched Mugen Train. Very similar in terms of like, you got exactly what you wanted from it. And the animation's good. Of course it is. It's Demon Slayer. It's always going to have good animation. But the better of the two is Chainsaw Man. I will concede on that for sure.
I think To Be Hero X has the best animation. It does the most with its animation.
I agree with that as well.
Out of any of them. Chainsaw Man, second most out of any of them. They make explosion. I've never seen a better animated explosion. And everyone was talking about the Demon Slayer explosion before that. It does not come close.
It does not. It does not come close. I 1,000,000,000% agree.
Chainsaw Man does its animation really well. If it's Chainsaw Man, I'm fine with that one. If it's To Be Hero X, I am ecstatic. But my vote is definitely To Be Hero X.
All right.
I agree. Like from like the blending of styles and all. Like I love when animation is not afraid to blend styles together and do all this. It's like why I love Into the Spider-Verse, because it does such a good job blending that 3D animation but still containing those halftones and stuff like that. And from what I remember about To Be Hero X, very similar. It does a great job balancing. Obviously it has some 3D stuff in there, some parts that are like 2.5, 2D. Like yeah, like there's a lot to enjoy, and it execute like if it didn't execute on all those really well, I wouldn't say yes to it, but it does, and it's a three-way tie for me as well. Like all three of these have an argument. I just think Chainsaw Man's gonna take it because that yeah, the effects in that movie are just Kino.
So, to start off with, Uma-Sume, I'm a killer. If you haven't realized by now, I'm a sucker for cool particle effects. And then I was thinking back to Demon Slayer while watching it. I was wondering, the particle effects. The art style seems rather basic and bland, and then my mind just like warped that with the animation. And then I gave it 20 seconds of more thought. And I remember the Infinity Castle. Granted, that is CGI, but you can't really discount it since it is still a form of animation. Yeah. And I thought that was very freaking cool. And then I'm going to be honest, I don't really remember the animations of Chainsaw Man all too well.
You fell asleep.
I fell asleep during the fight. It doesn't mean I fell asleep during every other part.
Final scene has a countdown with the building lights, and it's
I know that, but I really do need to rewatch that movie. That movie has absolutely thrown my entire rating scheme off balance, just because I took a little nap during it. I've heard good things about To Be a Hero X, and I have seen that one scene about X just beating the hell out of everyone. Is that a bad word?
No, you can say it.
Okay.
We say it every game day.
I know, but I'm not sure what's a bad word for Twitch.
Because
I really, really do not want to get fried by the president.
You're good.
I gotta go Demon Slayer. I have to go Demon Slayer.
I was gonna say, if you said that Uma Musume had better particle effects than Demon Slayer, I was gonna leave. I'm just being honest. I was gonna leave, but yeah, I'm going Demon Slayer. I think we know what you want.
And it was
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
It's gonna be what I said, right? Yeah. It's another case of just like the numbers just not. But you know what? If it's between those two, I don't even hate it. I don't hate it. Like John Michael said, I think the particle effects in Demon Slayer are very good, but the explosion is not better than the one in Chainsaw Man, and anybody who says otherwise is coping. But you can cope, because Demon Slayer's cool. I like the effects in Demon Slayer.
Studio of the Year.
Thankfully, we didn't have to put Mappa on this one.
Yeah. Ufotable. Lamb. Psy Games Pictures. Bones.
I have a wild guess. It's not gonna be Ufotable, even though obviously Demon Slayer just won.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Lan.
I don't think it will be Lan, but I do want it to be Lan. Lan basically makes just about everything that comes out of China. Not Lord of Mysteries, but they make
I've heard of the studio for sure.
They do a heck ton. I'm okay if Bones or Ufotable gets it. Again,
I will say, out of these studios, the one that does the best job translating the art from the manga to the anime is probably Bones. But I think overall, you have to account for quality of animation. And as we talked about before, there are some parts of the final season where it is just like, it's clear they were saving budget for later on, but that doesn't make it okay, that it's like very iffy sometimes. So I'm going Lan. I think Lan's
I think Lan deserves it. I mean,
we'll see. Hey, we'll see.
With all the other ones, they're taking a story and adapting it. Lan, all of those are original.
Yeah. I think I'll just give it up to Lan. Just because what I saw during that scene in To Be Hero X, I thought that was pretty cool. Okay.
It was really cool. It's that entire episode.
Wait, is there even a space? I don't even see a space.
Otherwise, I would have just gone with Bones, just because I really like. It was more of an adaptation of the art style than anything that when it came down to this, and I think Bones did that the best.
Yeah, we'll see. I think Bones is the best job of translating, like I said, from manga to anime. But that's not enough to win you in terms of like studio. There you go. I want to see how the voting ended up, because I'm actually kind of curious about this one.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, similar to like we had a few times ago, where it just split and then it went to a kind of like a runoff.
That makes me so happy.
Best ongoing manga / manhwa of 2025. One Piece, Witch Hat Adelar, Chainsaw Man, Gachi Akuta. Witch Hat
Italian.
Anyway,
Atelier.
I pronounce it wrong, just ignore me.
I have heard amazing things about Witch Hat. I'm obviously going One Piece on this. 2025 was when I dropped Chainsaw Man.
We're not counting what happened recently.
No, in 2025 I dropped Chainsaw.
I know, but I'm just laughing
Yeah.
at the. We're not. Yeah. Those who know.
Yeah, I am perfectly fine if it's Witch Hat Atelier. I don't think many people have watched it though. And then One Piece, I would love it to win.
I'm actually not picking Gachi Akuta for this one, believe it or not.
Ooh.
I'm going Chainsaw Man. Like, obviously, there's stuff with how it's going currently. But, like, I thought as a whole, through 2025, it was consistent. There was a lot of twists and turns, a lot of stuff that kept you hooked. And as a, like, manga reader, it can, like, I've always had this philosophy, it's harder to read a manga weekly than it is to watch an anime weekly. At least in my opinion. I think it's a lot, for me at least. And, like, Chainsaw Man did a really good job keeping me hooked and engaged in the story. And I think I'm just going to pick it off that fact. Very, very personal reason. All these can win, though, and I'd be happy.
So, me and manga, also known as me and my wallets aren't filled with a bunch of money.
Legally free on Manga Plus.
Oh yeah, he's got a point there. Well, guys, I've heard good things about Witch Hat Adelar. I've heard this entire Discord glazed Chainsaw Man Part 2 to Hiffle and back, and to Hiffle again. I don't know if it's gonna come back though. Who knows? Gachi Akuta, heard things about it. One Piece, I heard it's the greatest fictional story of all time. Just for this once, I'll go with the greatest fictional story of all time.
Let's go. Witch Hat Atelier gets a season next season.
Watch it.
Watch it.
It should, yeah. My favorite ongoing manga is even on here.
So for those for those of you who remember that this used to be like a category of like best ongoing manga and best new manga, me and Bone, when we were doing the nomination form,
it would have counted. Steel Ball Run would have been counted for best debut because the English translation was released this year. Like it would have been so weird to kind of have to be like, when did it release in English? When was
and then we were like thinking piracy matters about some things.
Yeah,
some series don't get
scanlations and
scanlations
like,
and stuff.
So for safety reasons, we just said like
axed it and then just combined it.
Yeah. In case you're wondering what manga is referring to, it's Dogs Red. It's a hockey anime or a hockey manga, and it's written by the same guy as Golden Kamuy. It's actually really good.
And it's Chainsaw Man that won.
So sad.
Oh.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Not surprised. I'm not mad about it. Like I said before, it out of a lot of the mangas I've tried to keep up with consistently and read it by release, it's one that's hooked me, whether it's for the right or wrong reasons. But at the very least, one thing you can't take away from Chainsaw Man, regardless of how you feel about the writing, it is engaging. For the right or wrong reasons, but it does keep you engaged. It does kind of hook it onto you and keep it in the back of your mind and all that. And for that reason, I don't even hate it winning. I really don't. If we were counting what happened recently, it would not be my pick. But that's
loop.
That's yeah.
This is only
There were signs,
2025.
and I dropped it because of the signs. It was a very obvious thing coming.
Yeah.
Everybody can say "curse you, Fujimoto" if that makes you feel better.
So, we also want to give recognition to our voice actors and voice actresses who play our favorite characters.
Also, if the photos are stretched, I'm sorry, I cannot find square. They're all I could not find square pictures at all. So some of these people might look very unflattering, and I do apologize to them. You can make fun of me for that. I don't care.
So, apologize if I butchered
anyone's name. I'm not.
How about we have the person who knows how to speak Japanese say them?
Oh yeah, we should.
Instead of us.
That is a very good idea. Thanks for the save, Bowen.
I can say it, but I'm not good at this. Anyways,
You're better than us, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Yuki, we've got she was Mao. Reina Uda, Rise, Tomoyo Takayanagi, Ogurika, and then Yasuke Kobayashi. We've got Subaru from
Rise.
Rise. Not Rise. I got that on my brain. For me, I am good with either Mao or Rise for this. I don't really think Subaru should be up there. I absolutely think Momo's voice actor from Don to Don should be up there. She did an amazing job.
I actually really agree with that. That's a really good point.
She should have sweeped this one for this year. Anyways, very sad she's not up there. And then I am hate voting against Uma, so you know my opinion.
I thought Oguri Cap was really well voiced. Like, being able to pull off a very monotone delivery and make it work is a very, 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 very hard thing to do as a voice actor. That alone puts her at my number one, and I don't think she's going to win. But I can appreciate the voice acting. It's very hard to voice act with monotone characters, and when you do get the emotional moments, it's really important you hit those and still maintain that similar tone. They're my favorite out of the ones here, but it's gonna be Reina, however you pronounce the last name. I don't want to butcher it more than I've already done terrible things.
Say the name of the character.
Reze, it's gonna be her. We've seen Chainsaw Man do good. I don't see it changing.
So, in a very shocking twist of events, I've actually heard two of the voice actresses. One's probably less shocking than the other, but the other's probably more shocking than the other, because I was, dragged to a sub showing of Chainsaw Man. And I gotta admit, I really vibed with Rise's voice actress. I think she did an amazing. Yeah, it was a very good performance.
I glazed.
I know that you
Cap's
dated
voice actor,
Oguri Cap's
but
voice
it's a good voice
actress. And don't get me wrong, I did like her voice in Sin Grey. It's just that the emotional range that Rize gave off during the movie, I thought that
I agree. That's like why I think she's probably gonna
was
win.
good. For someone who doesn't usually watch it in its native language.
So I think
Yeah.
send it, see it.
I think it's gonna be out.
Wow. Like I said, don't hate that.
Shocker.
I just want
Not
to see
really.
the voting because I'm curious how it kind of trickled.
Dang.
I think you blacked out a square on accident there. But I mean, we can kind of, yeah. But I mean, not surprised. You like you were saying, the emotional range of Reze in that movie is phenomenal, and you can make the argument that's better than being able to deliver a monotone character. But I'm not gonna get into it. I don't hate it though. I don't hate it. It's certainly not the worst thing in the world.
And now for my next...
I don't even think we need to discuss this.
We don't need to discuss this.
We do not need to discuss this one. Just
Amai Lee, Marin, Alex Lee, Song Jin Woo, Kaiji Tang Jinshi, Ari Trot Momo. I'm personally going Alex Lee. I really love his Song Jin Woo voice.
It's Amelie. Not to discredit all these phenomenal voice actors, but
I have only heard of Alex Lee because of his jokes that he's done with Sun Jin Woo.
really,
Yeah.
like, not.
I don't do dubs. Like,
Yeah, it's
No, that's incredibly fair.
it's more than like no.
But I know there's a population of the club that does watch it dubbed.
there's a population of the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder who it's gonna be.
All right. I think we're good.
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
I'm not too surprised, but
Deserved
it's really
though.
deserved.
Very deserved. Very deserved. I imagine this is going to be either 1 round or 2 round voting sort of deal, but we'll see. Alex Lee's.
I didn't vote on this one.
Alex Lee is probably going to take a sizable chunk, and then we'll just see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Then got tied out with.
Yeah, that's how I expect it to go.
Yeah.
But very consistent numbers from like the first two, or for both round 1 rounds for Amelie, and that's very well deserved. Probably one of the better dub performances that I can remember off the top of my head.
Oh no, I'd agree with that. I mean, I've only seen clips of her from season 1, but
I'm gonna be honest, I should just be silent for this entire category. Music awards. Obviously, we had, the Grammys about a few weeks ago, and not a lot of representation for anime music, and or Japanese music, because Japanese music, out there.
It's not a Japanese.
Well, some of them are,
Yeah.
but not a lot of appreciation. So we figured, let's give them the appreciation they deserve. I'm sure they would love our Aggie-SAMA award more than a Grammy, surely. But that's wishful thinking. So yeah, let's get into it.
Best Opening Song, Iris Out by Kenshin Yuzu for a Chainsaw Man the Movie, Rize Arc. Kushi Shiki by Miss Green Apple for the Apothecary Diaries, Season 2. Inertia by Sawano Hiroyuki TK. Re for To Be Hero X. Mirage by Creepy Nuts for Call of the Night, Season 2.
I'm picking Mirage just because I like Creepy Nuts. That's it. That's it. That's all you get
I
from me.
am good with all of these winning except for Kushiki because it's not the best opening of season 2 of Apothecary Diaries, and I don't know how it got there. Inertia is going to be my pick for specifically the animation with the song. Mirage is close there. Iris Out, while the animation was good, the whole movie animation was good, it didn't stand out as an opening other than the song.
I agree.
There were some bits that were opening style in there, but you could not tell it was the opening.
Yeah.
If you were to pull that out. Inertia and Mirage both really high up there. I have not seen Call of the Night, but I do love the openings from Call of the Night, and Mirage is still up there. Inertia is my pick.
I just think Creepy Nuts always makes good intro and outro.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's ad nauseum to say. And, I mean, especially with Call of the Night, because I'm sure some people may know the relationship between the mangaka for Call of the Night and Creepy Nuts, and how they're really good friends and how they inspire one another. So that's a cool novelty. I don't think Mirage is going to win. It's probably going to be Iris Out, but I like Creepy Nuts.
I wouldn't be disappointed. Well, actually, by what you just said, I'll probably be a little disappointed if Kushiki wins. But
That's technically my opinion.
that's your opinion, but I trust your opinion a lot.
This is music. This is very...
I know this is music.
Music is
and
a lot
it's
more.
very
Music is a
subjective.
lot more subjective than
The opening animation for the first one is better, though.
Okay.
Also.
And when
But
on
it
form,
is song,
I
not-
did link the opening. You have to remember that as well.
The first opening for Apothecary Diaries
It's so good.
yeah.
Oh, reminds me of Baywatch.
Wow. Yeah. Another
Yeah.
I'm good with this.
shocker there.
I've listened to that a heck ton.
This next category.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
That's how I expect it to go, but it's cool to see the parity among the other 3 options outside of the first round. It's cool to see that, but that's why we accepted. Best TV anime ending songs. We have Inferior by Shiuri for May I Ask You One Final Thing. Hare no Hini by Ria Ushida. Yeah, I should not be doing
For the
this.
Fragrant Flower.
I should not be
Dignity.
doing this, thank you.
2 Persons by Oguri Cap, character voice Takiyanagi Tomoyo and Tomino Cross Ozara Naomi for Uma Musume Cinderella Grey. Continuum by Sina Rin for To Be Hero X.
I have no dog in this. The only one I'm familiar with is the Uma Musume one, so I guess I kind of have to pick that one because I should listen to the other ones. I don't know why I didn't when I didn't even vote in this category. But I guess I'm going Uma Musume because it's the only one I'm familiar with. Yeah.
So for anime, I have a playlist of all the ones that I've seen. I put the opening in there, and I put only the endings I like. Only 2 of these would even make it in there. Cotinium and Inferior are both bangers. The other 2, they sound like everything else.
I can see that. Yeah, no,
That's not
an inaccurate.
Gets better as you watch the show. With the animation, it's not as good of an animation as the opening. It's still a fun animation, and then the song is still fun. Inferior, it's just a bop. And then they have the kind of Alice in Wonderland style with it. I'm okay with either of those one. Just because I've gone for To Be Hero X and everything, I know I voted at number 1 in the floor, but I'm gonna go Inferior just for this.
Continuum does have a cool album cover though. I do like it.
It's everything.
All right. So here's a little known
That's
tidbit
all I can
about
say
me.
about it.
I don't keep my mail up to date. I keep my Spotify playlist up to date. I have one Spotify playlist dedicated to every anime opening and ending of any anime I've watched. Well, of course, the respective seasons on there as well. So when I watched through, may I ask for one final thing? Its opening, which I forgot its name, probably not a good thing, but it's not really. It's like slop opening. And Inferior is a slop ending, but you have to realize that for a lot of slops, their songs tend to go harder than they actually should be. They tend to go a lot harder than they should be.
I'm sensing some fighting words right now.
I'm sorry, but have you ever watched The Ice Blade Sorcerer Shall Rule the World?
No.
Its opening and endings are absolute bangers. But I'm getting off topic here.
The openings aren't slop, is my problem.
Okay, no, not the openings are slop, but I'm saying like slop anime have like really banger openings and endings. That's what I'm trying to say. This song, Inferior, has a good chance of being my number 1 played song on Spotify this year.
Okay.
And and like you mentioned all the Alice in Wonderland imagery that was prevalent throughout the ending theme, I'd also like to remind you that's not the only imagery that's in it. It's like a bunch of innocent fairy tale parts for a more sinister undertone. Perfect for the song and perfect for the character it's representing and all. So I'm going with you, Mark, Inferior.
Okay.
I unfortunately do know everyone's winning this category.
Yeah, all I can say is...
No, I'm not really too disappointed. I did like the endings, but I do kind of vibe to openings and endings a whole lot.
All I can say is the only one I've listened to is the Cinderella Grand. You're right, it's pretty generic. And then I guess Continuum has a pretty cool album cover. Aren't it?
Messed up.
It is. It is. But...
Wow.
It's really... Yeah.
I mean, just Continuum in 2 persons really
Upset Inferiors right there.
I know.
That's upsetting. I don't think people listen to the stuff when they voted on it. I blame you, Bowen.
I told you, I'm the least qualified to speak in this category besides Score.
Oh, geez. I realized that if I actually did vote, Haru no Haini would have lost first round as well. Dang.
I blame you.
Thank you for no longer blaming me.
You're welcome for me taking the bullet for you, Bowen.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Once again, I will let y'all 2 handle this. I've listened to Jane Doe though, because I've been to the movies. Jane Doe's cool. I like it. But
I've seen.
That's all I can say.
Okay.
About it.
So, best movie ending song. I had to do this, or else there was going to be a blowout for best best ending song in general. I think we all know who's going to win this, but it's worth saying an explanation first. Jane Doe by Kenshi Uzanju and Hikari Utada for Chainsaw Man the movie, Rize arc. Worlders by Jin and Teddy Lloyd for Colorful Stage the movie, Amiku Can't Sing. Those were just like the composers. It was sung by like a bunch of different voice actors and Vocaloids, but
we have
nitty-gritty.
limited space.
And Shine in the Cruel Night by Lisa for Demon Slayer the movie, Infinity Castle. I'm going to start off with saying I love all 3 of these songs. And and my bias towards Lisa songs was strong with Shine in the Cruel Night, but I cannot get over how amazing Jane Doe sounds.
I agree. Yeah.
Just the piano and the duets.
Yeah,
I feel, and reading into the lyrics, I feel like it just perfectly encapsulates the movie that you just finished watching. I'm going.
That's you. I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
really couldn't.
Despite Shine in the Cruel Night being very appropriate for when it was played at the end of Infinity Castle, I don't think it reaches those emotional highs that Jane Doe ends up after you end up watching Chainsaw Man, and for that reason, I'm going with Jane Doe.
Yeah, like Jane Doe's like a song I could listen to outside the context of Chainsaw Man, and it would probably still be an insanely good song. I don't know how that's the case for the other two on there. I'm sure there are awesome songs, but at least from my experience with Jane Doe, I mean, you heard what John Michael said. I'm in the same boat.
Shine in the Cool Night doesn't make it on the playlist for me. Worlders would. And Jane Doe abso-heckin-lutely would.
All right, yeah. Well, I wonder.
I wonder what's going to win this, guys. I guess the better bet to make is, does this win first round or does it take a few?
It should.
It should first round.
I think most of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's another 20 plus one. Best overall score. I have some fighting words about this category, but I'll read through it. Chainsaw Man, the movie, Raise the Arc, score by Kinsuke Ushio. To Be Hero X, score by Hiroyuki Sawano. Hope I pronounced that right.
Yeah, you did.
Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie, Infinity Castle, score by Kaijira Yuki and Go Shina. And Umisame Cinderella Grace, score by Kawai Kinji. So, my fighting words and why I will not be picking any of these is because Gachi Akuda is missing. Y'all two can discuss this now.
Okay. When this was on the forum, it was OST, not exactly score. The category was... Anyways, when I put it on, To Be Hero X has the best songs. One of them is one that it might be my most played of the year, which a lot of them have words in them, and a lot of them are just English songs, so like you can actually sing along to them. Different Kind of Hero is such a bop. I like it better than the opening, and I like it better than the ending, and I love both of the opening and the ending.
Mm-hmm.
And then every single sound design they made in that show is just amazing. Risei's up there for me. I didn't watch Infinity Castle. I did listen to the music, but and then Uma Musume, it does not matter to me.
Listen, I like Uma Musume's next.
I
love Uma Musume.
Cinderella Great.
I love Uma Musume's next much as the next person. But why is Gachi Akuda not on here, man?
Ask the people.
It has one of the most unique soundtracks I've ever heard for a anime ever. There are so many genres of music in that soundtrack, and they're all executed so. You know, I'm gonna get into a tangent. Just it's gonna be Chainsaw Man.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
It's gonna be Chainsaw Man.
Oh, well. I didn't even get my 2 words, Cameron.
That's okay.
What are we, running out of time now? It's only,
We've been going.
We've been going for a while.
We've been going for a while. Okay, I guess it deserves this. I was actually going to vote for this, by the way, guys.
Oh, so sad.
Man.
Make it to round 2.
Gachi Akuda.
Alright, so we're finally on the final category of the year. Why did I spell it as because I didn't. So, fun fact, this was actually like the slide deck that Mark made for 2023 that I just updated and changed around a few things because I was running incredibly short on time. As Bowen can attest to, these slides weren't fully finished until 6:45.
6:50.
6:50.
So big event to doing that all day.
Yep. Imagine being the person who has to select out the winners for ranked choice voting at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't envy you. That's all I'll say.
Yep, thank you. So anyways, final category, Anime of the Year. We're going straight into the first award for this, Sequel of the Year. We got My Hero Academia, the final season. The Apothecary Diaries, Season 2. Dawn to Dawn, Season 2. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Season 2. And I have watched none of these. It's kind of disappointing at this point.
Every part of me wants to say the final season, just because I like My Hero all that much. But I will say this. Dawn to Dawn builds off Season 1 so well. Dawn to Dawn should win this over My Hero. And that is hard for me to admit, because I love My Hero. That is very hard for me to admit, but I think Dawn to Dawn does a better job of building off the previous line of works on it to such a good extent that I could see it taking this.
My Hero, the final season, is not better than Season 7 or Season 6 or Season 4 or Season 2.
I can.
It was a good finale. It adapted it about as good as it could, unless they gave a little bit more animation budget, because there were some things that were struggling. They did do some things really well, but again, it's just not the strongest ending of anything. It was fun. Season 2 of Apothecary, I've told you about. First half brings it down in my mind. Still fun at the end. Dawn Season 2 does everything right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I haven't seen Season 2 of Tulip Bound. But Dawn, like, opening's good. Ending's good. Every single character is good.
And it
Keeps
builds
building
off
the relationship between the two
it
main
keeps
characters.
reiterating itself in a way that's engaging. It does the best job out of all the ones in here, building off of previous stuff we've seen from them. I think it's Dawn.
Dawn is one of the few shows that makes me excited to watch the next episode when I've already read the manga.
I agree with that. I can
want
see
to see it in the anime.
Sounds like
that. The only other anime I'd say, or manga, or I could say something is Dungeon Meshi, but we're going to have to wait a while for that, so.
You know, it's really sounding like I should continue Dawn. I stopped during season 1 because the schoolwork just piled up on me. Maybe it's worth going back and rewatching for
It's
this.
very... Yeah.
Other than that, I have no opinions on this, but I realize that we're missing our characteristic Mau sweep that people were probably expecting tonight. And just to throw a bone to you people, Apothecary Diaries Season 2.
You know, I don't particularly like it, but I don't hate it.
I don't think as many people watch season 2 of Dawn, which is sad.
Yeah.
What's the voting look?
There's no shot.
You know what?
What, that Toilet Bound made it over Dawn?
No, that My Hero got 8 votes.
Oh, that My Hero got 8 votes.
Listen, no disrespect to like I said, I love My Hero. No, I don't even. Yeah, like I said, no.
That's so sad. You all need
All right, the new release of the year. We got Aggie-SAMA, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Uma Musume, Cinderella Grey, and Taco P's Original Sin. Fragrant.
You know what
I
I'm
know
gonna
what you're
say.
gonna say.
You know what I'm gonna say. All day, any day, Martians have the death beam pointed at Earth. Give me Aggie-SAMA. Give it to me.
I would put one of these in my top 5 new releases of the year, and that's Taco P, so I'm going to put that up there.
Yeah.
None of the rest made it up there. Cinderella Grey might not be in my top. It does not matter.
I like Cinderella Grey, and I don't think it's in my top 5 for this year. It's enjoyable though. Don't get me wrong. I like Uma Musume, but there's just stuff that's more enjoyable.
It's unfortunate.
Umu.
You're going Umu?
Oh,
We take those.
indeed.
We take those. Listen, I had faith. That's all I'm gonna say. And like that, we like that. At least I do. Not everybody might like that, but I indeed take a lot of enjoyment out of that.
Why did I only do 3 for this category?
Because we know who's gonna win.
I don't know why I only did 3. That's like the more shocking thing, because because no one else voted on the other 2 nominations that was on the nomination form.
So do we think Expedition 33 is gonna win Game of the Year?
I think so. Yeah, it could be Expedition 33.
And the winner of Anime Movie of the Year is Expedition 33. No, it's
gonna be Chainsaw Man.
It's
movie,
gonna
guys.
be Chainsaw Man. Just put it down in the chat so you can get a free point at this
Just
point.
because I have to. Anime Movie of the Year, Chainsaw Man the movie, Rizai Arc, Demon Slayer the movie, Infinity Castle, and Colorful Stage the movie, Amiku Who Can't Sing. Oh wait, we're not in spoiler territory anymore. Oh well. I was about to say a spoiler for Miku Who Can't Sing, okay?
The suspense is killing me. I don't know. This could be...
Okay,
Who knows?
vague is...
in the chat, okay? We normally talk a little bit and he gets to write it out.
Yeah, I'm just...
Okay, so I'm going to be vague about my thoughts about this.
This is the most...
One of this is don't crash out or else you'll kill Hatsune.
The reason if this was not Chainsaw Man movie, I would be bewildered. Yeah. Very close, though. To be fair, that is a lot closer than I thought it would be. But it was just going to come down. I knew it would come down between Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer. And that's 1A, 1B, or 1 and 2, regardless of how you think about it.
Yeah.
No shade to Miku. Everybody
And
knows.
finally, for the final category of the night, Anime of the Year. Apparently there's supposed to be 5. I didn't quite get the memo that there was supposed to be 5 finalists for this. I am so sorry for whoever would have been caught out. My apologies. I didn't look at the form carefully enough before I did it. Anyways, to announce our final 4 finalists, we have Chainsaw Man, the movie, Rize Arc, Gotcha Kuda, ReZero, Starting Life Again in Another World, Season 3, and Uma Musume, Cinderella Grey.
Chainsaw Man, that's the top 3 of last year.
You know, I could take the easy route. I could take the traveled path, the paved road, so to speak. There's something about Gotcha Kuda. There's just something about it.
I'm not saying much, but it's trash.
It is trash. It is trash. It is trash. Do I actually want to lock this in? I don't think it's going to win. I'm a ride or die. Gotcha Kuda.
Okay,
Give it to me right now.
I guess if each one of us are picking something different, I'll leave camera with Uma Musume. It means I'm going with ReZero, Starting Life Again in Another World, Season 3.
I haven't seen any of these.
I'm going hat back on for this.
Okay, now we gotta do drum roll for this when it happens.
This is a drum roll for sure.
And the winner is, drum roll please, and the 2025 Anime of the Year goes to
What?
Gotcha
There's
Kuda!
no way. There's no way. There's no. I'm no. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I don't believe it. Pull the numbers up. I don't believe that. I do not. I do not believe that. Actually, I want to see how this won. Yes. I had a feeling this would happen.
So, Bowen, how do you feel about success?
I am so vindicated. I am so happy. I'm beyond words. It may have won in the most slimy way possible. I do not care. That's a win in my book. And yes, I know I'm a hypocrite for making the same argument about solo leveling. The difference is, it's Gotcha Kuda. I do not care. I do not care. That's right, doubters. Don't doubt. Don't doubt.
So, congratulations on being successfully agenda posting your way to victory.
What can I say? I'm just kidding. It's a really good series. Did it deserve to win over the movie? Definitely not, in my opinion. But wow. Also, yeah, that's a great point. How did Sin Cray get more votes in round 1 than Chainsaw Man? That actually might be worse than.
There is a lot of people that will only put Uma Musume.
Did Uma Musume even win
Which is
one?
the same reason
No,
there's
it
a lot
didn't.
of people that only put Uma Musume as their least favorite.
I'm surprised.
Let it be known from the horse's mouth, these awards have nothing to do with actually it being good or bad. It has more to do with agenda posting.
Oh, what a great day.
What can we
what
say?
What a great
And,
day.
folks, that's all. Thank you for joining us for this trimless 2 hours and 17-ish minutes of 3 guys yapping about things they either may or may not know about.
Please, whoever voted, the 2 people who voted for Cinderella Grey in round 2, I would give you the biggest kiss on the forehead ever. You are the true MVP of this voting. My gratitude goes out to you for making this happen. Yeah. And you know what? Just because it won, you should go watch it right now. It's really good. That's all I have to say. That's I'm out of words.
Out of the options, it's better than Uma winning.
Oh.
I'm going to be honest, I did not watch the end of the streams in any prior years before this, so I have no idea how to say it. Do I just say, see y'all next year, despite knowing this, I'm not going to be anime officer this time next year, or if the format's even going to stay the same, or if anything's really going to stay the same. So I guess, for whoever's hosting this in 2020, so whoever's hosting the 2026 A-Loop Anime Awards, I wish you good luck. And to those who have been on stream with us this entire time,
We love you.
we love you. Hearts out to you.
And
Good night.
And everyone say thank you, Cam. More importantly.
Yeah, thank you, Cam.
Everyone say thank you, Cam. He's the unsung hero besides the two people who made it to where Gachi Ikuda could win. Actually, he's the MVP. I take that back. Sorry, the two people who voted for that.
I'd
so
like
love
to
you,
give special credits to Emily for helping with the initial nomination form, Victor for helping Bowen
Yes.
over here finish up the slides in time, my guest host Mark and Bowen for joining us this very night when they have much better things to do than be in the middle of an
this
anime
just
awards.
made my day. This just made my month, I dare to say.
Cameron being the man behind the camera. My roommates for allowing me to use our house as the base for this award ceremony, so I wouldn't have to do Discord for the umpteenth time. Nick for helping me clean up before all this so we could have like a decently presentable stage. And I think that's about it. Good night, guys. Thanks, Gig'em, and thank you for tuning in.
Awesome sauce.